Hello, everyone, and welcome to our second of the games for BIPOC Vamp Day weekend. That was a weird sentence that I said, but that's okay. On Utopia, so thank you to Utopia for hosting this. I'm going to do some announcements first, and then we'll all introduce ourselves. This weekend, we are playing for Sickle Cell Disease Association of America because September is Sickle Cell Awareness Month. And the SCDAA is the nation's headquarters for sickle cell disease support, advocacy, and the search for a cure. Sickle cell disease, or SCD, is a group of inherited red blood cell disorders common among those whose ancestors came from sub-Saharan Africa, Spanish-speaking regions such as South America, the Caribbean, and Central America, Saudi Arabia, India, and the Mediterranean. Those with SCD experience chronic pain and other serious problems such as infection, acute chest syndrome, and stroke. You can help by donating to our fundraiser. If you use !charity in the chat, you can get the Tiltify link. Our other chat commands that we have active right now is Vamp Jam. You can also put in each of our names if you want to see our socials and things like that. And the art that you see on the overlay, I think it's above me. I might be wrong about that.
You got it.
Is cool.
Point up, yeah.
Is from the Diverse Vampires art kit that was made for BIPOC Vamp Day as well. So you can hit the chat command for Diverse Vampires to check that out. That started. I'm Rue. I will be your facilitator for today. I use they or he pronouns. And while this game doesn't have a GM, it's GM-less, I'll be sort of like checking the rules and going back and forth as we play to make sure that everything works. You can find me on social media as @IlanaKnight13 on Twitter and Ilana Knight without the 13 on itch. Dee, would you like to go next?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very excited for this event. I just love that Utopia was able to put this together because, like, not only is this channel amazing, but the people that are involved, y'all, stunning. So as always, I'm your non-binary busy bee. You can find me on Twitter as @B_Zelda. I'm a podcaster, streamer, community manager for Adventures League, and today I am a bloody hunter. What that means, you'll have to tune in to find out. And if I get to pass the cross on, or whatever imagery we can kind of use, let's give it over to Brandy.
Thank you. I take the cross happily and probably drop it because ouch. But hi, everybody. I'm Brandy Rose. I am a podcaster and TTRPG streamer, as well as now officially a game writer. So you guys can find me on my socials as well. I'm usually on Twitter, probably way too much, TBH on Twitter @TheBrandyRose. And I'm currently producing 3 shows. The most recent is INGKIT, which is a TTRPG podcast about diversity and accessibility. You will probably recognize people from Utopia all over my cast list. So you should go give that a bit of a check here and there when you have time. It comes out October 1st. Apart from that, today I am also going to be a bloody hunter. We'll see exactly what that means and who she is. Oh, and then of course I'm non-binary. I also use she, they pronouns. And I'm going to pass this off to Sebastian.
Hey everyone, I'm Sebastian. I'm talking with vampire fangs in my mouth and I'm doing my best to be articulate. If you can't understand me, please just say something in chat and I will repeat it. I use they, them pronouns. I am a TTRPG designer, writer, and editor, sometimes model, sometimes voice actor. I just do a whole bunch of stuff. Today, I am also going to be playing a bloody hunter and I'm excited, very excited. I will pass the mic to Theta.
Hi, I'm Theta. I also use they, them pronouns, Theta, if you will. Sorry for the bad puns. I'll try to do them as much as possible. I am primarily a TTRPG player. I play on Rolling D20s on Wednesdays in the Cyberpunk Red campaign. And I think I'm going to be playing in a few other things that hopefully will be coming out sooner rather than later. I don't know exactly when. And I'm also going to be playing a Bloody Hunter.
All right, with all the introductions done, what do we want to do? Do we want to introduce our bloody hunters first, or do we want to talk about where we are and what we're doing?
I don't know anything about myself yet, so I think kind of establishing the world that I exist in would help me give an idea of like, who is
Yeah.
Apple? What is Apple all about?
Cool.
All right.
In light
Yeah.
of my background, can I request that this setting have a parking lot in which we can fight?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
I do not want to play in a world where there isn't a Denny's parking lot we can fight this bounty in.
Right. Yeah,
We now need
amazing.
some swords as well, just to get that over with as well.
Oh yeah.
I call dibs on the cool car that revs its engine all the time.
Oh my god.
I'm jealous and but extremely valid of you.
I definitely don't know how to operate one of those, so go ahead.
You can sit shotgun next to me, just look cool, you know?
Yeah, I think so.
It's all about how
Like,
we're fronting.
Does it have a
Yeah.
moonroof?
oh
Of
my.
course.
I
How
would
else are
like
we
to
gonna
be
howl
the
at the
cryptid.
moon?
Perfect. I'd like to be the cryptid vampire comic relief character that is hanging on the bumper as we tear out a parking lot.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Because I did not make it into the car.
I'll be the person just laying across the entire back seat. I may have kicked Maddie's character a little bit while maybe part of the reason you didn't get in.
Hanging into the door. I'm
Here for
definitely head like out the moonroof. I'm on watch.
Go and watch that we don't lose me.
Yes.
Look,
Turn around. Where is Brandy? It's so quiet.
Yeah,
I
weird.
don't know what happened. But
Maybe
yeah.
I'm the one with the blueprints on the map, being like, go left, go right. No, lost
Yeah.
turn. Oh, now we have to do a U-turn.
I don't know my left from my right, so you will definitely have to be the person doing that.
Oh, I don't know my left from my right either. I still have to hold up my hand to be like, oh, that's an L. That's my left.
Same.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
It's
not gonna
embarrassing, but I'll never stop.
It is. It's
I
mortifying.
mean, honestly, I use my hands for like everything from that to like the right hand rule, if anyone knows that. Like so much.
Oh, for physics, yeah.
Yeah,
I have a birthmark on one hand and not the other, so that's what I do.
Nice.
Oh my
All
god,
right.
so do
A
I.
bunch of
Same.
directionally challenged
I should think
vampires.
to
I
do that
love
as well
this.
because like I have a ring on this hand, but not this hand.
Yeah.
I never realized I have a birthmark on one hand and not the other.
That's great.
Here we are learning things about
Games.
ourselves.
I'm very excited.
Revelations. Not the Christian kind.
Oh yeah, no.
Yikes!
Um,
No.
Rip. But yeah, so we are traversing in a car in. Do we want it to be modern? Is it modern times Denny's parking lot
It could
era,
be
or
like-
do we
90s?
Yeah,
Yes.
90s.
90s?
Yes.
I
it
love
is
that.
parking lot.
perfect.
I'm sure there
I'm
were
just thinking
Denny's
of,
around
like-
in the 90s.
Oh yeah, there definitely were.
I can't imagine a world without Denny's. Like I know there must have been one.
I confess, I've never been to one.
Me neither. But like
Hey.
we're basically Canadians, Sebastian, so we get a pass.
Okay, yeah. There's one in Toronto.
I'll use
and
that
I've never
too.
been to
Okay.
it.
There's
It
doesn't
just
even have a
not
parking
any
lot,
where I
though.
live.
Well,
It doesn't
if
even
you
have a parking
ever
lot.
want to
Boo.
come to a Denny's, you can come visit me. There are like 4
Awesome.
I would
In
love
a-
to.
in
Yeah.
a
I would
radius of
absolutely-
me.
Mini Denny's.
Feels like the
completely
real
unironically
American
would love that.
experience to like
True.
go to.
Also,
Do
an
you
IHOP.
eat?
There's an
Do you
IHOP
eat at a
across from the
Denny's?
Denny's.
I thought people just fought around or in there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, would you eat it?
thought
I
it
wouldn't
was,
eat
like,
in a Denny's,
wrestling.
but I would go take a picture in front of one. But I'm also European as well, so like it's just a tourist
Oh.
attraction to me.
The only times I eat
Yeah.
in Denny's is when it's 2
I'm
o'clock in the
European.
morning and I'm getting out of a con in cosplay, so I have to go eat.
I
in
feel like
Denny's.
Yeah.
IHOP is
24
more fun
hours.
though because
Is it like
IHOP
when you
has,
have no other
stacks of
options?
pancakes.
Wait, so it's like the same kind of vibe as IHOP, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
same
Okay.
vibe as IHOP,
Okay, I've
but
been
with
to
more
IHOP before.
violence.
I've been to an IHOP, not a Denny's though. So like
Yeah.
Denny's
I
is
don't
just
know
a
what
Okay.
violent
that says
IHOP.
about a Denny's.
Okay, that's great.
So
That's
we are
really
in
helpful.
this car.
I'm also European. And
We
you
are
can
in
tell.
we are in the car.
Yeah.
Who have we been sent to hunt down? Who is our bounty? Who do we want to hunt down?
I have an idea.
Ooh.
I'm-
can it be
I'm
a
really
landlord?
excited.
I hate those guys.
Oh, I was also thinking a landlord. I was thinking a gentrifying
Amazing.
landlord specifically.
Okay,
Ah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
because like if it's modern vampires, I'm like, who else breaks the social contract? Landlords.
Landlords.
Yeah.
True.
And I'm just thinking of a specific landlord. God, why?
We can inject some of how if you have some specific hatred, we can build
Take
them.
that. I
Mhm.
love that.
I mean, it could even if
A
everyone has like their own
landlord who is
specific
from the
landlord, it could be like a
community.
Oh,
landlord
yes.
ring, and like we can hunt
Oh my
down a
god,
bunch
yeah,
of
it
them.
is a landlord ring.
It's a landlord ring.
I would love that.
Can
The
hunt down
landlord
our-
that owned this place when I moved into it, I like had to disclose that I also model, I didn't say what kind of modeling.
Oh,
and she
no.
flat out asked me if I was a prostitute and if I was going to be working out of here, which is illegal. And I was like, I'm paying the deposit up front. Don't ask me questions.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
don't
that's
shame me
rude.
if that's
She's
the
in
kind
the
of work
ring.
that I want to do.
So
Like,
she's in the
ooh.
ring. Yeah, exactly. I was like, you
Oh,
wish
yeah.
you could do that to put a down payment on a place, please. Please.
My landlord contribution is an old Italian man who on the surface seems really lovely. But in reality, when your roof collapses because the neighbors upstairs have left their bathroom tap on, he won't fix anything for a month. So, you know, that's what I put in the ring.
Death. Death is too kind.
It
My
is.
landlord contribution is not from my current place, but my previous establishment, which
Shit.
was when there was black mold in the bathroom cabinet zone.
No,
and I
thank
told
you.
them about it. They were like, "Have you considered putting a fan in your bathroom?"
Wow.
Have you put a fan in my bathroom? Like, that is your job. Oh my God. Ugh.
Oh, yes.
mine.
Okay, so we are taking them down.
We're taking down the
Can I
landlord
contribute
ring.
the UCSD? Like, can I contribute the UC system as a set of landlords who like charge you like
Collective landlords.
12,000? No, because they charge like $12,000 for you to be in a room with 2 other people. That's like it's too much
That's
for the
awful.
entire year. It's just
Audacity.
too much.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep, 100%. You can contribute that.
I'm so excited for
What a
hunting down a
scam.
ring of landlords. I'm
Yeah.
writing this down so I don't
Yeah.
forget.
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy that one of us is taking notes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also-
Thank you.
But yeah, I know. My previous place, I had to take my landlord to court because we had a pest infestation. He did nothing about it, but we won, so it was fine. But it was the worst.
Oh my goodness.
Glad you won, but also, ugh,
Also
definitely
from
hunting them
landlords.
I
down.
won, but at what cost? And also, it's like I felt like I only just got what I should have gotten before. I didn't get revenge. So hence bloody
Mm.
hunters. We need revenge. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
I do
angry
need
about
revenge.
This, so.
This landlord that I
yeah.
contributed, she got bought out and I haven't seen her in a year, but I think about her constantly.
Mhm.
Nice.
If she's gonna live in your head, she should pay rent to you.
Yeah, she should
God.
pay
She
rent.
should. She should.
What's okay?
Her name
We're gonna
was
make her pay
Karen.
her rent in blood.
Exactly.
Too fitting. It's too
Yeah.
easy sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I figure there's probably a good way to like make blood into something solid. Like, oh,
Nice little
time
crystal.
to think about how could you pay somebody in blood? My brain
There
went
are
very
ways.
little,
There's
very
packets.
fast.
I don't know. I have uses for people's blood. If we're vampires, like it's
Yeah.
very easy. Like I'm just hungry. Like
Yep.
Blurp.
Maybe
I
some
have
people have
a-
like specific blood types they like. You trade around.
Yes. I wrote down that Jazz has to have her bedazzled Starbucks cup, it's pink, of AB, or she will be
Ooh.
not communicated. Like she's not human, quote unquote, if she does not have her AB in the
Love.
morning, noon, and night. She needs it.
do you flavor
Really
it as
good.
well, like seasonally? What if it's like pumpkin spice latte?
Pumpkin
season? Can you
spice
do that?
AB?
Pumpkin spice AB.
I was gonna say like rainbow sprinkles.
No.
Oh yeah. Okay. She is all about the rainbow sprinkles. And since she has a Hello Kitty, I didn't say this before, but she has a Hello Kitty themed apartment. And which is why she takes so many of these gigs. That shit is expensive. So she's a Hello Kitty themed apartment. And I bet she has those Hello Kitty like limited edition rainbow sprinkles that she just like
Ah,
pours
I
in
love
that.
they're from like the 1970s, but you
Yeah.
just kept them going.
Yeah, because why not?
mean,
Maybe
well, we live
we don't
forever, why
know if we
not?
can eat. She's probably taking a big risk just ingesting them to begin with.
Right.
Might as well. She's probably
Well-
had them that long too. She probably bought them in the 70s and was like, these are cool. I just blinked and now it's 1990. And she's like, oops.
I think that's a good segue to describe all of us as we're in our getaway car / get there car.
Amazing. It's the same car.
It's one car.
It's just
Is
we
it a
only
big
have one
car?
cars.
I
Is
think,
it
yeah, I'm the
Is it
only one with
like-
one car. God, we're thinking 90s. So, like,
Yeah.
A
Just like, someone's
Camaro?
family.
Ooh.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh.
Oh,
Nice
see,
bumper
I
to
hope
hang
you're
off
going to
of.
describe the breeds of car to me because I don't know
What
anything
color
about
is
the
it?
breeds of car.
I don't know anything either. I just know vaguely the outline of a Camaro.
Yo, I know
It's,
Camaro
like,
because it was
long.
like
that
a
movie.
muscle car, but slightly less toxic looking, if that makes any sense.
No, I get it because some lowriders are beautiful, but you can smell the toxic masculinity off of them and you're like, oh boy.
Yes. Like, I can never look at, what are the ones with like the logo that's like 2 wings?
Corvette?
Corvettes. I can't look at them and cringe because the kind of people that insist on driving them are just not good people.
I just think of these cars as like your very classic, got the sunroof off, cruising on the PCH, like in the middle of the day with the sun in the sky or like near sunset. That's what I think of very specifically.
I dig it. Leather seats are a must because
Ooh.
we make messes and I need those seats to be cleaned
You just
properly.
wipe it.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
suede in this car.
Mm-mm.
Dude.
God.
Are they like a lighter leather or a deeper leather? Because I feel like lighter leather would stain.
Gotta be
Light
black
leather does stay. It has to
Black.
be black.
Yeah.
Plus,
But
we don't have to worry about it getting hot because we only
Yeah.
use the car at night.
Oh,
Yeah. Also, but what color is the car though? That's really important. And do we have
Ooh.
personalized license plates?
I know. Yeah. Why don't we tell us about Apple's car before we tell us about Apple?
Sorry.
I love it.
I need to know these things. Like I don't know who I'm riding with, right? Like
I don't know what color. Like I want to be like red because that's very emblematic, but also
it could be
Boring.
gay. It could just be like
Yeah.
rainbow colored.
oh my
I mean, it is the
gosh.
90s, so
game
custom
of
foil
it.
did exist.
Like the color changing one when you get it
Yeah.
when it changes to like
Radiant.
yeah. All right,
I love
that's
that.
Moon.
This is the gayest car
Mhm.
I've ever heard of.
so good.
It's amazing.
I think the license plate just says Apple.
Aw.
Cute.
Well, yeah, I mean, it means you won't lose it. You know where your car is.
Oh my gosh,
Exactly.
wait, do you have fuzzy dice?
That are little apples. Yeah.
That's so cute.
That is so cute. I love that.
We love a brand. We
We
love
do.
a consistent
It's a-
brand.
It's
Okay,
I
so
just
Apple-
appreciate that you could drive. I don't
So
know
we're
how to
all
put
in
it.
Apple's car.
somehow,
Yes.
yeah. It's like
So do we
two-seater.
know each other? Do we
I
hunt
think
together?
so.
I think.
I mean, we're
I
in a car together.
I think we do.
I mean, technically, I'm hanging onto the car.
Good point. Good
Yep,
point. We
yep.
may not actually know you. That might
I'm
be what-
hanging onto the car. But I feel like we'd know each other. I feel like we have the vibe of like we have hunted together before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we are like the mystery Inc. of Bloody Hunters.
So Brandy, I'm so sorry. What is your character
Mhm.
called? And could you put their name in Zoom?
Of course, of course.
Thank you.
So I accidentally pinned my own camera. That's a
Uh.
big frame of my face. That's even bigger. Okay.
Because like, I have a good
Um,
vibe of like who they are. I'm getting like
Mhm.
your stereotypical
Thank you. Yes.
that's
That's already good. She's a stereotype. No, so Jasmine, I don't have a last name for her, but I do have that Jasmine. I'm trying to rename myself while I finish the sentence. There we go. So her name is Jasmine.
Perfect.
I already shared why she hunts. Basically, the reasoning for her personality that I came up with is, do you know that shitty limbo? Sorry, am I allowed to curse? Sorry. You know that limbo
Yes.
of your early 20s when your brain hasn't finished cooking, so you end up really like doing really dumb, messy shit for no reason.
Mhm.
But then
I'm so
that
glad
for
because I'm in
100
my early
years.
20s.
Look,
like
it's
it.
fair
Yeah.
and it's valid. But she got turned in her early 20s. And I had that so like 1920-ish is when she was in her 20s. And I was like, okay, maybe she was like a lounge singer and she had like a mob boss type girlfriend. And they were like, well, they're in their 20s. I'm going to love you forever. So they find this like vampire who turns them, but they broke up 2 weeks later because they are in their 20s. And now she's a vampire. And that's who she is. She's also more cryptid vampire than anything else because that's just the type of vampire that turned her. So skin, dark blue, wavy hair. She covers it in tan makeup during the day. It's a little cakey, but it is the 90s, so I think that's actually okay.
It feels right, yeah.
And she dresses like Paris Hilton all the time,
Love.
even on a
Oh.
hunt.
My brain just went to like
Love that.
Jawbreaker.
That's hot.
If anyone
Thank you.
knows
It
that
is hot.
reference.
That is so hot.
I love
She
that.
is
And
obsessed.
She's valid.
obsessed with these things. Thank you. But yes, that is Jasmine. Jasmine is my trash baby.
So here for her. Oh my gosh. So we have an idea of what kind of car Apple drives, but Apple themselves, if Jasmine was modeled off of Paris Hilton, Apple would be modeled off of like Kurt Cobain from Nirvana.
Ooh.
Oh my god, what an
Grunge.
iconic team.
Yes. Grunge is really their aesthetic. It's something they're just getting into because like it's kind of got that emergence out of like the late 80s and like as the grunge scene starts to explode. So like they're really trying to find their groove. But it's a struggle, you know. They really love some B positive blood because they have a soft spot for anything that's positive. Yeah, and I don't know. I think they hunt because let's get back to me on that one. Let's keep going around the room here.
I can go next if you'd like.
Go ahead.
Ooh.
I'm playing Orpheus, and Orpheus
Orpheus
is he uses he and they pronouns, and he's a rather out of time vampire, like was definitely was turned a little bit before the turn of the century, and then took a really long nap. Like he went to bed for a really long time.
Yes.
And when he woke up, there were cars and the whisperings of the internet, and he was not exactly ready for it. He's getting along as best they can. They will drink any kind of blood, but it has to be warm. They drink it warm. So, like, if they get it from a blood bank, he will heat it up in the microwave. It has to be warm. And they are a bloody hunter because they don't exactly know what they're supposed to do in society as a vampire. And killing bad people seems like a way to go.
Here for it. So you've inspired me a little bit. I think I'm recently turned.
Ooh.
I think it was this is gonna sound really silly. So there was like a local band that was playing. They only ever played at night. Turns out they were all vampires.
That
and-
figures.
Yeah,
That's how
so
they
I was
get ya.
crowd surfing and I almost got trampled by the crowd, and the lead singer was like, you know, rock has to keep rocking on, or something more grungy. Can you tell I don't listen to grunge? I'm so sorry, grunge fans. And they just decided to bring me back to life so I could keep on partying. And I decided to say fuck the establishment and did my own thing, which was hunting vampires.
Yeah. Undeath is an eternal party.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have Lark fully settled down, but I can say that Lark is like a bit of a mean girl version of I want to say Heidi Lamar, if anyone knows who she is.
Yes,
I have no idea who she is. Sorry. What's the cultural reference?
that's fine.
She's this old Hollywood star who's like just she's very of that era of like Grace Kelly to Katharine Hepburn.
Okay.
That kind of like
Okay.
That helps.
Thank you.
She's got that kind of vibe to her, except she was aiming to get there and then just ultimately failed. And in her attempt to kind of like, in their attempt, my brain just lost.
No, you're good.
In their attempt to get there, they were like, okay, how can I become famous? And so they kind of like struck a deal with this producer that they'd become famous, and if they like did the vampire thing, and then it did not work out. It did not work out, and now they're kind of like, well, fuck, what do I do now? And that's buy too many expensive clothes. Unfortunately, what they're wearing right now is not expensive clothes.
Fair.
Are they
I love
dressed
the
like a sailor?
energy. The energy in this entire group of 90s icons.
Truly, we
Yeah.
are nailing it.
Gorgeous. This is great.
I should probably introduce Rayo. So they, like, if we're in the 90s, then I guess Zoomers don't really exist yet, but they have that same kind of energy. So straight up, if Orpheus needs help, like rotating a PDF or something, Rayo is who to ask. I am more than happy to help you with that kind of thing. Like, if you lose your password to your Facebook account, I can help you with that. Like
Your MySpace account.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Yep.
They definitely
AOL
look
Online.
exactly like how I look in my profile in my profile picture for this game. They have like turquoise and purple hair.
So
100%. But right now, well, they're like sitting in the passenger seat of this car with a map in one hand and a burger in the other hand, and probably like a glass of blood in like the drink holder if we have one in that car. So burger that I totally
there's
got from
drink
I don't know,
holders.
from Denny's. I don't know if we're even at Denny's yet, but like, does Denny's even do burgers? It does now. So
Our Denny's does. It's kind of off brand.
our
they're
Denny's
quite
does.
yeah. Oh. Yeah, she's been turned quite recently, as in like a couple of months ago. So he kind of got into bloody hunting because he was mad about being turned into a vampire, killed the person that turned him, and was like, actually, wait, maybe there are other, injustices that I should correct by murder. Yeah, that's valid. Sure.
Dig it.
Probably wearing a leather jacket.
Yeah.
This car is so hot.
It is.
Every
single
so
one.
Yeah.
I
mean,
did
sometimes a family is just like 5 gay vampires in a car. Like,
I did
In
finish
the
In
war
the
on.
rainbow iridescent car. Let's make this very clear.
Yeah.
yeah.
I did forget
While
to
I
mention
hang off
that
the back of
oh,
it, I'm
sorry.
sure out of a pocket, I've got like a Hello Kitty sticker and I slap it on the back of that bad boy.
Oh yeah, we have like decals and stuff, right? Like it's ridiculous.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Hell yeah.
um
Do you have like a flip phone and does it have like a Hello Kitty like
Yes.
Like a charm.
It's also
outside?
bedazzled, but they don't sell them like that. So I definitely sat at home.
You did it by yourself,
like,
one by one.
Yes.
That's why there's like hot glue all over everything. And like when you open it, it's like a little stiff.
oh.
But it's
Um,
totally not based off of the actual first phone I had or anything.
Oh, love.
No.
I love that for
Nah,
you.
never.
Orpheus dresses like a Victorian goth, but like a modern Victorian goth. So like he's not wearing clothes from when they were alive. They've gone to like a goth shop in the middle of nowhere and picked up one of those really like large over trench coats that's got all the buttons.
Does he wear
on
a
it and
top
things.
hat?
Yes.
I love that.
Oh my God.
Has he accidentally mistaken the Edwardian era the Victorian era for the Edwardian era?
No, they get really upset when you mistake them because they lived through them.
Yeah. Oh, buddy.
I love that. I love the idea that between hunts, the squad hangs out and shows Orpheus how to use like a Tamagotchi or like anything technical that's just come
Like,
out.
Here's my Game
Yeah.
Boy. We
Yeah.
got Pokemon
I send
Red.
I send Orpheus a Neopets request to be Neo friends. And I'm teaching you how to trade and gamble on that website.
I love that.
I don't know when
thrilled.
Hot Topic opens, but like, do we always shove Orpheus into a Hot Topic? When did Hot Topic?
Oh,
start?
absolutely. I think
Of
they
course.
existed because I remember being a
I
very
remember
young
a kid.
preteen. And my like very elderly mom was like, let's do something together. Let's go to the mall. And I was like, okay, you hate people. And she was like, but we'll go. And she took me and she was like, you like that store, right? And it was Hot Topic. And I was like, you do not have to go into the Hot Topic with me. And she went in with me. This like
Aw.
76-year-old British lady
Oh, fabulous.
went into this like Hot Topic with me and was like determined to find something she liked.
Oh.
We ended up getting these matching buttons that said, it's not a bad mood, it's my personality, deal with it. And she was like, this is us. And I was like, this is accurate, but also wow. And I feel like we did that with Orpheus. I feel like we dragged Orpheus into the Hot
I
Topic.
mean,
and we're
we got
"Let's
like a
get
pack
matching
of
buttons."
six buttons for like a band that none of us listen to, and we all just have one of them.
Yes.
I love
I
that.
imagine that from what I'm hearing, I imagine that most people here just have very like everyone has just a different taste in music. Like
Yeah.
Yes.
no, but,
Very
so that's why-
bubblegum pop.
I
But
think
it is
Rose listens to
Apple's
EDM,
car,
and I don't
so-
know why.
Love that.
Yeah.
I
It is Apple's
imagine
car,
Mark's
so I assume we're always listening to grunge.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I can assure you that Laura, while laying on the back seat, is just complaining this entire time. Like, oh my God, why do we have to be listening to this? It's like every time.
Anti-establishment, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck the government.
Jasmine is
everyone.
from the
Pretty sure the
back.
government thinks we're dead. Doesn't make a
That's
difference.
Good. Yes, it does. It's helpful. I'm glad
Yeah.
the government thinks we're dead.
Gotta stay
Like-
off the grid.
Phenomenal, actually.
Mhm.
Jasmine, like from the back, like you can hear like a vague yell of like, oh my God, you are like so harshing the vibe, Lark. Come on.
What does I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what it means either, but they are absolutely right.
You don't.
Do you want to be in the car?
I have been climbing slowly into the car
Oh,
as we
sorry
stop
about
at
that.
like red lights.
Mhm.
We'll just
I will
pull you into
eventually
the car.
tumble in on
Because-
top of Lark,
Yeah.
you took up the whole back seat and just like
Lurk will
look
just
at
like
you
try
and
to
be like,
shove you onto the floor right there.
just like land on it and be like,
Mhm.
bro,
Yeah, I'd be
what
looking.
is your
yeah.
damage?
Don't land on top of me.
You kicked me out of
Obviously.
the car.
Well, I wanted the seat. What can I say?
And she just like lets it go. She's just sitting on the floor. She's very simple, this bitch. She's like, okay, fine. And she's like cross-legged, like on the floor, like pouting.
Oh my goodness.
I'll say Lark pulls a lollipop out of someone, but like a dum-dum and
This is her face. This is exactly her face.
Just
Instantly
dum-dum
forgotten
lollipop.
and forgiven.
Lark has a thing of dum-dum lollipops now just to like deal with it.
Just to
Like
deal with
Kate.
Jasmine.
just in case.
Anytime it's like, here you go.
Since we're all introduced and in the car, can everyone roll a d12 for me? We're gonna
Yep.
determine our turn order.
Yes.
I've forgotten my dice.
rolled-
box. One second.
I have a page pulled up on the internet because I am a Zoomer.
Okay.
All right.
I rolled a 5.
I rolled an
that is
11.
at all
I rolled a
relevant.
3.
I also rolled a 5, so I'm gonna re-roll. So we don't have.
Oh,
the
I mean, I
same-
can also re-roll. I might get a better roll.
Yeah, go ahead.
I did 7.
Hey,
Which
Sebastian.
mhm.
I also
Did you
got
also
a
roll a
7.
7? Oh my god! All right,
Yeah.
right. Okay, this is the real fight. Like, okay, let's see.
Fight.
Again.
That's a 5
It's,
again.
Okay, I got an 8. We got
Okay.
different numbers.
I was gonna say if you go
Oh.
3 times, then I feel like we have to do rock, paper, scissors, but it's like, I don't know, steak, vampire, moon, or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, like steak, cross, and like holy water. Jasmine
But-
invented that in character, by the way.
But then what beats what? I am so
Oh god.
confused.
So holy water beats cross, and cross beats cross, and cross beats steak, and steak beats holy water. And goes
How
in a
does
circle
steak
that way it
beat
works.
holy? You know what? I'm not
I
gonna
didn't
think
say
about
that
too
it made
deeply.
sense. I
I'm
said
just gonna
that
accept-
worked.
I'm just gonna accept the premise. Ray was just like, yeah, that's good enough for me. Cool.
Sounds right.
That's
And also, like,
fine.
as you're being pulled into the back of the car, I'm probably like, oh my gosh, like, hurry up, you're blocking the rearview mirror. Like, I don't want the government to notice we're alive or undead, or at least not dead where we should be. Come on.
I don't know if you should
I
be
mean-
worried about
Safety
the dead
hazard.
part so much as there is a fully blue person dressed like Paris Hilton in the back
This is a
seat.
good
Oh, I mean,
She's
I'm not concerned.
blue.
I mean, I assume we know each other. Like, I'm not concerned about that. Also, like,
No, but I mean, if
think
the camera picks us up, I think they'd be more worried about the fact that there is a very seriously not human person rather than there's like maybe people that should be dead.
Yeah,
You know,
that
are we
takes the
showing
heat off
up
of
in the
us.
mirrors?
I
Oh, wait,
guess.
can we see ourselves?
I mean, I'm looking in the rearview mirror for other
I-
traffic. I'm not looking for myself.
90s mirrors are not
also-
made of silver, so probably.
Oh,
But also, I
cool.
feel like we probably should, because like if we have flip phones, then like, you know, wait, does flip phones even have cameras? I don't think so. I mean, we'd be taking
not
like
they
the
do
worst
eventually.
selfies
Some
ever.
do.
Mhm.
I don't know anything about flip phones.
Maybe one of us does, and it's like the only thing. Like maybe we don't show up in mirrors. We can take selfies. So we're like, oh, I don't know what I look
That
like.
is
How
Leave
do
my
I
phone.
look?
definitely a discovery that Jasmine made.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Lark
So
is
just passing
very
around
happy for the
Jasmine's cell
invent-
phone.
Lark is very happy for the switching of silver away from mirrors because now they can finally do their makeup again, and that's been like a very
makes
bad thing in
sense.
the early years. Like, oh no.
Yeah, I can't imagine those times, you know? Like Rio and I, we just been
Mhm.
turned a couple months ago, so like
Yeah,
We
and
are
I'm just getting
just
used to this
reaping.
whole life.
all the
I-
peeps.
Yeah, I have not seen myself in quite some time, so thank you for taking pictures of me and telling me what I look like.
Oh yeah, like did you know that you had some like you got a little something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know if anybody told you.
Don't worry, real friends always tell you about that kind of thing. No worry.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
having
Yeah, that's
been
why
there all
Jasmine
day.
didn't say anything. She is shady. She was like, that is funny. We're taking pictures before you notice that.
Hard to imagine
Lark will
Orphan-
not add in anything either.
Are you posting them to MySpace when no?
Oh,
when, like-
absolutely. Oh, everything you guys do, she chronicles and it goes straight to MySpace, and people think she's just a really dedicated cosplayer.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Wait, who do they think she's cosplaying though?
Got a really
An
popular
OC,
vamp goth
An
blog.
OC. It's just
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just a very vamp obsessed OC.
Oh, that's so classic.
It's like you are such a major Buffy fan.
Mhm.
She's
Oh,
never seen
no.
Buffy in her life.
I've never seen Buffy either.
I've seen all of Buffy.
I've seen some.
Like as a person, I've never seen it.
Like as a person I have.
Okay,
All
sorry.
right.
Roll
We've-
dice. Does that
yeah.
mean things?
Oh,
What
so-
happens?
So we go in order of who rolled highest to
Sick.
lowest. So it'll go Brandy, me, B, Sebastian, Theta.
Yeah. I forgot
and-
how I guys roll.
And we all approach the for your guys' sake, I will see if I can. Oh no, I can't. I was gonna say I could copy the
Thank
the
you. I have
zones.
mine open as well.
We've entered the meeting place, which is the car. So we're gonna
Right.
go past that one. Next is
Yeah.
our plan of action. So Jasmine gets to go first to start our plan of action.
Oh, good.
Brilliant. Great. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So takes a sip from her Starbucks that she's like miraculously held onto and not spilled while holding
Somehow.
onto this car and climbing inside it.
Very impressive.
Thank you. So like we're almost there. And we're about to bust into this like meeting of like all these like landlords that we hate because they suck. Right. But not like we do. And I think that we should just bust in there and surprise them. And maybe we should like split up. I watched Scooby-Doo earlier before I went to bed. So I think we should split up and look. No, we don't have to look for clues. We should split up and look for landlords.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
That sounds about as good a plan as I could have come up with. I'm good with this.
What is our point of entrance? How are we breaking in? Is it single file? Are we all going through different entrances?
I mean,
like
how about we have
I
one
mean-
person at each entrance? So like some people take everyone takes a window.
Do we
Someone
think
comes at
all
the
the
door and then they
landlords are
can't
going
leave.
to converge at one place?
Oh, they
Oh,
often
I thought
do.
they were like meeting
I thought
because
they
they're
were
so much
meeting.
like, like birds of a feather and stuff. So
I
like
think-
I feel like they're all together. It's like a vibe I'm getting from the place.
I think-
I think so.
I think if necessary, we could lure all the landlords to the same place by letting them know there's a real estate sale in a poor neighborhood.
That's brilliant.
Yes,
That
is a
is
good
so
idea.
smart.
If we sprinkle the ground with some dollar bills as well,
They'll
Yeah.
just
bound to
follow.
follow.
Totally lure them out. Okay.
Yeah.
Does anybody have cash? I only have like $5.
I have some
I
monopoly
ex-
money.
Mm.
I exclusively have cash.
Oh,
Okay, but is your currency? I have a question. Is your currency even valid today?
yeah. Has it
Were
been
you-
like cycled
were
out
you
of the?
using like penny
What type-
farthings and what have you, or are you like?
What is it made out of, though? If it's like made out of gold or something?
Metal, yeah.
It's gold, isn't it?
Is it a shilling? Like,
Is
what
it
do
a
you have?
doubloon?
Yeah, I think they've got like shillings and penny farthings and things.
Okay, I'm probably gonna look at it and be like, "Wow, this is cool. You can make so much money like
Books.
selling this in an antique shop."
Maybe
Or
hang
we'll
on
pull
to
out-
those. I'm
Also-
here for the monopoly money.
Oh yeah, I got you. I got
think that would
hundreds. I
work.
got
Pull out money?
50s.
I think
20s.
because they're not like super smart, not like us. So I feel like your face.
So here for Jasmine.
So I
love-
feel like that should trap them. Yeah. So we should split up into like left and right of the building. And
Yep.
like
And I hold my hand up, being like left, right.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm like
Okay.
on the floor still, by the way, preparing this entire speech cross-legged on the floor with like a lolly sticking out of my mouth as I'm
Ah.
talking. The lolly is almost entirely gone. I will not chew the stick. I will have to be wrenched from my mouth before I throw the stick away. Okay, so I think we should split up. What are the teams? I choose shirts.
What?
I choose shirts. I don't want to take off my shirt.
Do we have to take off our clothes on the other team?
I just
I mean,
I
thought
don't think
like
that's the only team she would have ever been exposed to.
Starts like removing their asket. Like,
Yeah.
Oh no, Orpheus! No. How about we're not really even numbers either.
No,
That's
we're
It's
not.
okay. I mean, assuming that it's like a kind of standard, because landlords have no imagination, they'll be interested in a standard building that has 4 windows and 1 door. Like, we could do that.
Yeah.
Nice. I agree.
Do we know where we can find a house? Like,
We can.
Oh yeah, where are we going?
I don't
Oh,
know.
I was taking us to the Denny's parking lot.
You know
thought-
what? I bet that's where they meet to talk about gentrification. Because like
Most
they
likely.
go hand in hand.
Yeah, they go to the Denny's and they think, oh, if we abolish this Denny's, then we can build condos on top of it, and then it means we won't have Denny's anymore. And I take a really angry bite out of my burger, and I'm like, yeah, and I need Denny's to live. I asked them to make the burger extra rare for me, and it works.
Cool.
Okay. Because you're providing the Monopoly money for the trap, can you roll a d12 for me?
Oh, yes, I can. 3.
On a 1 to 4, you don't achieve your goal, but you gain insight on the situation. You must take a sip of your drink.
Are we allowed to willingly just take a sip of our drinks whenever we like? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Oh,
we don't
I
want
mean,
you
we
to
better be
dehydrate.
because I'm doing very poorly.
Yeah, you can take a sip whenever you want.
Okay.
I've been
Um,
taking sips because I like apple juice a little bit.
Okay.
If you
Just
finish your
melting.
glass before the turn is over, though, you miss your action this turn.
Oh, okay. I'll be careful.
I gotta be mindful of my wine glass then.
If I do finish this though, it'll still be in character for Jazz to like spaced out and missed what she was supposed to do.
100% perfect.
Mm.
Like her phone went off,
Tasty.
somebody added her to their like top 10 on MySpace, and she's like, I have to be on top of this.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Wow, you're chasing
I
that
have to.
clout.
Mhm.
Jasmine's
free-
a photo influencer.
Feel free to take over because it's your insight.
Yes.
But I
okay,
think
so
that
I hand it
a
off.
fu-
I hand off the
that a-
turn.
that a funny insight from not the Monopoly money not working might be that they need those Monopoly credit cards from the new game that just came, not new now, but new then.
Oh, hey, Rayo would know about that. Maybe you could, if you tell me, I'd be like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because I'm gonna bust out with so I like to imagine do we arrive we're at the Denny's then?
We're at the Denny's.
I cut the engine, everything kind of goes quiet. We can hear the gentle murmuring of all of the landlords inside of Denny's, mostly causing a ruckus.
No, they're
I'm
being
just imagining
polite.
just like you look in the windows and there's just the shadows of landlords.
But
They're
are
all
they
in
all
different
wearing,
shapes. You can just tell that they're
suit
landlords.
bags?
We smell it
Yeah.
with vampire
Somebody-
senses.
I feel like somebody has to be wearing one of those white ribbed tank tops. I don't know what they're called.
Wife beaters.
They have a
They have
Yeah,
a
wife
more
beaters.
appropriate name, but I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
there
know
is
the
a
right
better
name.
name. I just don't know the other name. Somebody's wearing that. Somebody's wearing a large two-suit, I think.
Anybody in chat knows. I would like to re-change my language on that one.
to not
Yes,
call
There
it-
is another word.
but I don't
I
know what
just
it's
don't
called.
remember it.
Is it just white?
Are they
tank top?
muscle tanks? Or is that
Muscle
different?
tank?
Muscle
That-
tank.
that's
muscle
Muscle
tank.
tank.
Like a muscle tee.
Muscle
Somebody's
tank.
definitely wearing.
Yeah, but specifically you mean a white one, right? Because
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
No, I feel that. Lots of chest hair. I feel like the
Yeah.
chest hair is
So
unnecessary.
much.
Um,
Every time somebody describes someone with a muscle tee and chest hair, for some reason, my mind goes to Luigi from Mario and Luigi, and I don't know why. It's like an involuntary reaction. It's just boom,
Does
and
he
I'm
even
why?
have
He
chest
doesn't.
hair?
He doesn't have anything. He
He-
wears overalls, but my brain superimposes his head onto that body, and I'm like, why? What did I do?
ha.
Maybe. Well, now, thank you. This cursed image is now also in my head.
I'm not
Like, maybe
thinking
it's
about
because
this,
he-
and it's just weird.
Maybe it's because he's Italian. I don't know.
I don't know.
Are they even really Italian? I feel like
have
they're
no
like New
idea.
Yorkers who have their family and their family's family and their family's never been to Italy.
I was
But they're like,
about
we're
to say they're
Italian. And I'm
plumbers.
like,
Yep, that feels right.
okay.
I was genuinely about to say they're plumbers. That's the answer.
So one is named Luigi. Okay. And then we got Mario on the side. Yep.
You know what? They totally would be landlords if they weren't plumbers.
I mean,
This
are
is
they
canon.
not
I
like
mean,
plumbers anymore?
No,
They
it's
haven't
like
done
they have a
plumbing.
respectable job. They punch boxes and get coins. That's,
Yeah,
that's
but they
legit.
do
That's a
like
more real job
take
than being a landlord.
castles. But they do in the game itself take castles.
They do.
So we should note this.
Okay.
Mhm. Oh,
I'm gonna
population-
write down that Mario and Luigi are landlords in my notes.
Okay. And they both have chest hair. Thanks.
Mhm.
They both
Great
have chest
insight.
hair.
You're welcome for the mental image I provide.
Ugh.
We don't even, I don't know if any of us have even met them before. We just know their names are Luigi and Mario.
Yeah.
No, maybe they're trying to be like the faux progressive thing, and everyone's wearing like a name badge, and it says Mario and Luigi, and it says pronouns because they're trying to be like, no, but we're good.
But does it actually say the word pronouns?
I think it just says the word pronouns, and it doesn't
Yeah.
have any, because that's about as
they didn't
far
fill
as
it
that
in.
thought went.
Or they tried. They're like, we can be inclusive. We're gonna get
Yeah.
those
And it
pins.
Just
says
has
you
the
have
word
pronouns.
Or they
It says
can
pronouns colon, and they didn't write anything yet.
do what the folks at my work did, which was one person was like, my pronouns are cis.
Wow.
Okay,
Like,
sis.
She was like, I like my pronouns are cis. I use the normal ones.
Oh my
God.
Ugh.
God.
That's what
Mario.
happened there.
I want you to
That's
know
what
that the
happened
chat
there.
has said Mario pronouns, Luigi pronouns.
My pronoun is Mario
God.
/ Luigi. Like they're indistinguishable from each other.
Another idea is maybe we could sneak in and pretend to be part of them.
I'm blue.
So keep that thought.
You have
on-
good makeup skills though, right?
But not in the back of the car.
I mean,
could put it
I
on
would
in the
need a
back of the
few
car,
more
but-
hours for that, honestly.
No.
And like a threefold mirror.
Rude.
And
But also, actually, it is fully canon. Jazz has a fanny pack. And it's like holographic. It is full with makeup. She doesn't think she's gonna need it. She just always has it.
Yes.
So we
Well,
do have
makeup just
disguises
never
if we
comes
need
off.
them.
Well, okay. Well, you all think about that. Like, or, I'm just gonna go put some Monopoly money through the intake fan to see if it distracts them. Cause like that's how it works in the movies. So pretty sure reality is gonna do that. And so
Mhm.
Apple kind of goes to like, I imagine like it's one of those giant like fans on the outside that's somehow very directly connected to the inside. There's no filter or anything. It's a broken Denny's. It's okay. So I just like filter all
fan
the
actually spinning?
cash through, and it spins and it just kind of blows out into the air, but not a single landlord stands up. And anybody who could read mouths, like lip read, could read like, oh, we only do cards. Like we're not gonna pick that up.
We only take card.
We only take black cards from.
Well, so that didn't work. Jasmine, how's your makeup going?
Jazz has half a face on, but it's like legit
Oh, you
half. Like she's not building it up like you do. She's going like side to side,
Huh.
and it's because the reason is she only has the small like screen of her. Well, like the screen of her like phone to use because she's on the floor of the back seat, so she can only see half of her face.
Oh my goodness.
Lark, despite the fact that they could help, is not. They're just humming songs from Mulan. When will my reflection show VA specifically?
Yeah.
I imagine Lark has watched all the movies. So
Yes,
sitting there
and it
like,
has come out by then. So yeah, so she's doing that, and she's like, I mean, I have looked better, but I've also looked worse. My hair's still blue though. So there's that.
Okay.
Do landlords have blue hair?
I mean, my hair is also turquoise and purple, so that's not a
my
problem.
hair's
Like,
green.
I mean,
think
how else are we
totally
supposed to
it's
show
look
the?
great.
I mean,
And
how else
then
are we supposed
what?
to show the the establishment if we don't dye our hair? Like,
Yeah. Yo, that's
We
so
all just
true.
got dyed hair.
yeah.
That's how we say screw you. Mhm.
Yep. Okay, so she's working on the makeup. It's mostly getting to
I'm
be
going
finished
to
soon.
momentarily interrupt everyone and say thank you for reaching our first goal, which was $300. Congratulations,
Thank you,
everyone.
everybody.
And thank
Thank
you.
you.
Sorry for interrupting our game, but I wanted to make sure
No,
that
that's
That
a
is
really
so
important
cool.
announcement. That's really, really great to hear. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
39, 309,
Oh my
69. Nice.
Somebody clipped Luigi's chest hair. Thank you so much.
Oh no.
But also, oh my god.
Oh my God, what have you done? That will
Is
live
this my
forever
legacy now?
Yes.
That
Oh
would be
no.
left.
that needs to
Okay.
go in your reel.
Yeah, it will be. It will be. It's absolutely immediately going to my reel. Okay,
You
so
wrote in a cover
Jasmine.
letter, I am fun and spontaneous and come up with ideas, such as this one. Like,
Oh god. And
This
if
is
you
indeed
don't
a-
hire me, it will follow you forever and become your sleep
It's
like one of
paralysis
those-
demon.
Please tell
Okay,
me that
so-
Rio or Jasmine have put that like what as the please redo on the mice. You know those things that you have to like.
So Jazz has
Oh,
Finish her face. Of course, the neck is still blue because it's the 90s and we don't blend down into our neck.
Oh, we did not at those
But
times.
her neck is
Oh,
still
no,
fully
It's
blue.
true.
Nope, no, we did not. Her makeup is very cakey, but it's pretty. It's pretty as she can do. She's got a little lip going on. She's got a bold little look.
We had no
she's kinda
beauty
doing
blenders
what's
back
happening.
then.
No,
all
it was fully with her
brushes.
hands.
Oh,
She
those were
fully
the
did this with her
times.
hands.
Yep.
But
Randy,
it's
do you
okay.
want to roll to see how
Yes,
well you do?
I do. I do actually.
All right, roll a d12 for me.
Oh God. All right. I rolled 4.
Oh, okay. So the same result as
You get an
the-
insight about the makeup, though. That's cool.
You get insight, and you take a drink from your beverage.
I do take a drink.
We'll drink in solidarity with you.
Thank you.
I'll drink because my drink tastes nice.
That's why I'm
I
here.
love that. So she doesn't look human. She doesn't look human at all. But we're already there, and she is just gonna absolutely roll with it.
Does she look like
Yes.
And
plastic?
she's going to like kind of go to the door and be like, I got this. This is so easy. Keep in mind, she is in my head, she's wearing Paris Hilton's like stop being poor shirt, but instead it says stop being alive because it bothers her. Actually, you know what? Better. I think it probably just says something really, really rude, like stop being ugly.
Thought you were gonna say white.
No, that wouldn't be rude. That
That's
would
not
just
rude.
that
That's
would
just
just
valid.
that would be reasonable.
Yeah.
But
It's
so
like
she's
stop
got
being
like but basically
Italian.
she's wearing this like rib knit tank top over the lowest like rise jeans you can have, which I advocate strongly out of character to come back, please. That's all I like to wear. Please make it fashionable again. I look old.
You can make it fashionable again. I believe
Just do
in
it
you.
anyways. If you look good,
Yeah.
then nobody cares.
Yeah,
That's
that
the
is-
only thing in life.
that is true. Somebody should clip that. That is just wisdom. So
Big
she's
brain
wearing like
thoughts.
these Daisy Dukes and these like bedazzled pink cowboy boots.
I have a
'Cause they're
question.
cute,
How much of her
yes.
stomach is
Oh,
showing?
all of
then?
it. All of it.
Okay, and then she
Yes.
hasn't like
All of it.
she hasn't done any blended to that, right?
No, it is completely. You're right. It is
It's
completely.
blue.
Her legs are fully out and blue. Her stomach is fully out and blue. It is just her face,
Oh my
which is
God.
why that was a 4. If it had been a 12, it would have been like these people truly don't care. Like they don't
No,
care.
no, the smell coming off the makeup is so strong that
It's so strong it would have addled their senses. So no, unfortunately, the makeup does smell like chemicals because it's the 90s. But she's also unfortunately full body glitter as well, like the roll-on, and she still
Oh my
has
God,
it
I
on.
love that. I love
So
that.
everything is blue and shiny and smells like chemicals and grapefruit. And so she
Hawaiian spray. whatever that
opens,
was.
yes. So she opens the door. She's further away from you guys. She's going in like, I got this. I totally got this. Hi.
You can do it.
What's up, my fellow capitalists? I just got in late from a whole day of making like so much money all over my bank accounts. And they just look at her and just like, nope. And they like try to like frantically gather their stuff and like leave. And she like panics, is like, guys, I don't think they're buying it. I don't know why I look really good, but like, back
What
up,
should we do?
back up, please.
Look, Orpheus, Rio, we need a solution.
We
I
could
don't
go
know
out
whose
and
turn it was next.
Whose turn is it?
I think it's
Who had a 5?
It's it's Sebastian's turn.
Oh, it's me. Okay. I can. Okay, so the car stopped, right? Like we're kind of getting into position, and I hear you. How are you saying this? Do you send me a
like
text?
very loudly, very
Okay.
loudly in panic while she is simultaneously texting without looking because she thought.
T9? Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
So she is
memorized.
T9.
Oh,
she
yeah.
is T9 tapping away, being like, guys, and
Okay.
it's like fully in text speak.
So I
fully in
think,
text speak.
yeah,
Mhm.
they
Does
are not
anyone
buying
except
it.
for
sad
Rio
face.
also on a phone?
Sorry, what did
Is
you
anyone
say?
except for Rio also on a phone then?
Oh, she might like fully be texting into the void if you guys don't have phones.
No, I mean no. I have a phone, but like are you also live posting on MySpace, and then your new follower or what
Sure.
have you is like, OMG, are you okay? Sad face, like.
Emoticons. Mhm.
But I think-
Logging as she's being threatened.
Yeah, I was threatened. Like, I think that, and then the second that you say like they're not buying it, I'm gonna be like, they're not buying it. Okay, and then I'll kind of get out of the car and do like a real like run through the door and then kind of stop but slide. Like, you know, I was like you're a kid on a really slippy floor. I'll do that and I'd be like, well, we can't have that. You absolutely have to buy this property, and I'll tell you why. And I'll just like pull out a bunch of like bullshit reasons as to why they should still, you know, stay here and keep talking about the proposal. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, you absolutely should buy it because this is a number, this is a value you could get. And if you leave this meeting right now, then maybe, you know, like the rival landlords from the other neighborhood will take it, and you know, you'll miss out on the investment or something. And I'm just gonna try to keep them talking while everybody else can get into position. Like,
Yeah.
Can
And the
you
whole time
roll-
while you're doing that, I'm doing a like Vanna from what is that thing with the letters?
Wheel of Fortune.
there we
Wheel
go,
of
thank you.
Fortune. So she's like Wheel of Fortuning like next to just at Rio. Not at
I was gonna say, is
anything,
it the
just
Price
at
is
oh
Right?
no, we fully do not have anything prepared, but
No,
I'm just
just fully
like, we have
at
no
Rio.
presentation. I just kind of come into this room wearing a leather jacket and have this. I've done nothing to conceal my appearance. I've just been like, nope, I will tell you about business, even though I myself know nothing about business. But you know what? Like,
Just keep saying numbers.
yeah, I'll just keep saying
Sebastian,
numbers.
would you like to roll a d12 for me?
I absolutely would.
Got this, yo.
You
Are we
can
all
do
rolling?
it! I
Can we
believe
roll?
it!
A 12?
Yeah, that's actually a 12. I think it'll
Hey.
be bullshit.
Okay, on a 12, you succeed, but a complication occurs after you
Oh.
achieve your goal. Also take a drink.
Okay, I will. So I'm just like, you know, that's a great proposal. I'll drink to that. And I don't even have a drink as like a put. I mean, no, I do. I said I had a drink earlier. I finished my burger and
In the
I'll take a
cup
drink
holder.
and be like, yeah, drink to that, guys.
Mhm.
Because I'm still trying to appeal to like this very white, very like boys club people. And I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
great proposal. Like, you
Why
guys
Jasmine had a
buy it.
hard time. They're like, ew, female bodies that are pretty? Mm-mm. And then
She
Rio
is
rolls
so
up like
offended.
looking fabulous, but also talking business.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That like one
so-
female landlord that I put in there is just slut shaming me from the corner,
Yep.
just loudly.
Oh, so she is like gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
Oh wow, you nailed it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think if you're cool with it, the complication might be that now you're stuck there. You have
Yeah.
to talk about real estate with
I
these
have to talk
people.
about real estate. And in my brain, I'm like fully, wow, I hate myself and everything I'm doing, but it's okay because these guys will be dead in like 5 minutes and then there'll be nothing for them to buy. It's fine. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, like I gotta do it. Yeah. So I don't know whose turn it is now, but I'm stalling for time to keep them in the room from keeping them from running away.
I think it's Lark's turn.
It is Lark's.
Yes.
Lark is going to kind of sit there and go, and just kind of peer out the window, and go, oh, we probably should do something, shouldn't we? Do we have anything in the? Do we have anything in the back of the car?
I don't know. Y'all are always putting stuff in the like. You just kind of stuff the trunk with crap.
Didn't you guys bring weapons? Like, sorry,
There's like a broken baseball bat in there.
I have like a dagger in my ass pocket, just like big chilling there.
Ready?
It's fully sticking out of like
yeah.
the bottom of hole of the pocket, but it's still in there.
I've been just completely losing ideas. Oh no.
Oh.
So yeah, I imagine. I just saw something. So I imagine Lark probably gets out and then goes to the back to try to find like any sort of weaponry, any sort of like.
I think you
shiny
can pull whatever
thing to
you
try to, like,
want out of the
lure
trunk.
somebody away.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you think fits in a trunk.
Yeah,
go for
Lark's
it.
going to definitely have like. Imagine what Lark stuck back in there currently from whatever they were doing before was just like paddle boat paddles. That's
Okay.
why they're in this just full sailor uniform, just looking very wet still. They just pull out these sailor paddles like these work as weapons, right?
Certainly, I guess.
Anything could be a weapon if you try hard enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also think that like over the time, all sorts of hair care products and stuff, because someone in the chat was like, how much hair mousse does she have? And it's like the whole trunk has like 8 cans of
Oh my god.
like,
Aerosols,
but it's like, what is that? It's like got to be hair gel, like the concrete hair
Oh
gel.
yeah,
God.
That's what's in it. Got to
I
be
was
glue.
thinking of flammable. For a moment, my brain
That
went to
too.
the flammable hair gel because I remember when I used to be in theater, we had so much hair like spray on my head that genuinely, if you got a fire near, it was considered a danger hazard.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Okay, that's
I was
crazy. They
like-
use that to set it on fire while they're inside.
This is a good point. So I guess Lark is kind of going to like shout, "Get them back inside somehow! Just set the building on fire.
Would that bring them in?
We're trying to kill them, right? Is that the goal?
Yeah.
And we are.
Yeah,
So we set the
100%.
building
They're
on fire.
terrible. They've been
Yeah, if
harming
we
so
set
many
the-
communities.
Oh, but if we set the building on fire, then we lose the Denny's.
Oh,
True.
we can't.
Oh, we love Denny's. We can't do that.
No,
we're
we
trying to
can't.
save the Denny's.
Yeah,
We're trying to
The whole
save-
point of this is to save the Denny's.
that's why we're here.
Can you imagine the chaos of like, yeah, we showed them. We look around, the building is burned to the ground. We're like, oh,
Yeah, and it will be like, yeah, we did it. Who wants to go to Denny's? And it's like, oh shit.
Go over the pile of ash.
oh god.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, maybe not then. Whoops.
Oh, no
Well, I
fire,
mean, I'm
no
not here
fire.
to
We
spy.
need an
Yeah.
alternative solution.
What if we lure one person away with parental approval?
What?
Like maybe they're landlords because they've never had good parental figures. I don't know.
I
Going to
it's
play on
worth
their
a shot.
daddy issues?
I mean,
Oh,
it's
well,
legal.
definitely
those
work
were a
on the
thing when you were-
landlord that I
when you were
suggested.
alive. I fully want to ask Orpheus if those were a thing when they were alive.
I lived through Sigmund Freud. It was a bad time.
True.
I've lived through most of American cinema.
So how have the landowners really been? Like, is parental figure conversation really what's gonna help us crush their souls?
Crush their
I mean,
souls.
it wouldn't crush their souls. No, probably wouldn't.
It might.
If we tell them their mom is not proud of them.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe they might also go, yeah, we know. That's why we're here.
That's
Mm.
that's
Very
what I was
true.
thinking. Though we could try to lure somebody away with the promise of parental approval, and then murder them.
I like it. I like a good lure than murder. It's
Yeah.
always a classic.
We'll just
Yeah. I'm
trickle
still
them
just like
out.
talking about numbers, waiting for this something to happen.
I'm still
Oh, yeah, this
frantically
has
being
been-
like, listen
I'm just like,
to
please,
like all
please,
of
there's
those
only so many
numbers.
numbers. Yeah, like I'm just like, I only know like 5 numbers. I can't just keep repeating 20 million over and over again, please.
Every time you say 20 million, Jasmine, dead serious, locks eyes with the landlord and goes, I can't even count that high. That's crazy.
Love it.
Does Rio know 5? Does Rio say I only know 5 numbers and none of those numbers are 5?
No. No, because then
One,
one,
two, three, 4, 5.
Yeah.
You can make 5 whole dollars if you buy
Yeah.
these Denny's. Like at least. I think I'm also part of the reason that we have a complication is you are stuck in there and it's working, but I'm there and I also am talking,
Mhm.
which is lowering the success rate of the plan.
I don't know. But what is everyone else doing right now?
I think Lark's idea is like I want to get somebody away and then off them, and it makes it easier, right? Like,
Okay,
Mhm.
which of us is the most parental?
That's a hard one.
Honestly,
that is.
I think it kind of might actually be you. Like,
Mhm.
Well,
So funny. Oh my god,
I-
Orpheus.
I barely remember my own parents, but let's go for it.
Yeah, I believe in you.
Yes.
I mean,
Like that parental
I
attitude.
assume you're like also one of the older looking people in this group,
Yeah.
so like you could feasibly be like a dad type figure, right?
Yes.
Lark's going to point at somebody, just literally anyone. Go, they look old. Just anyone, literally anyone.
Love.
Fun fact, because we all got to pick one like special power for our characters, right? Orpheus's is that they have a compelling voice.
Ooh.
That is so
Oh, so you could do the
cool.
deep, like, I'm disappointed, like.
That's
Um,
so perfect.
So Orpheus is going to like sort of like walk up to the door and just like open it and look around, point at one of the landlords and say, darling, it's been so long. Don't you want to come out and have a chat? I have some news from your mother.
Oh.
And I'm going to roll to see how well I do.
Yeah, and I'll stop in the middle of my presentation and be like, oh, that sounds serious, you should go. The rest of you should stay here, though, because I have a deal for you. Like,
That's a 10,
What'd
which
you
is
get?
the same. So I
Ooh.
succeed. There's a complication and I have to take a drink.
Ooh.
Spicy.
So maybe they go outside, but then the other ones also try to follow because they're like, oh no, I haven't called my father in like so long. And it's, yeah, they're all like, oh no, I'm in
No, they
this
all want to talk
meeting,
to
what
their
happens?"
parents.
And-
They all
yeah, and now they
then-
all want to talk to their parents. How about
Or
that?
maybe-
Does that work?
Maybe to
Oh,
manage it, like it can be like half of them stay with us, so
And
we're
half
still
of
stuck
them
in there, and half are like
begins
And
I
half
need
of
to
them
come
splitting
have
out.
out
parental
to go
guilt,
talk to their
yeah.
parents.
Okay.
they go back into the Denny's, which is where we don't.
Yeah.
I mean, they can make a
Um,
mess in the Denny's. It's always messy in there.
Yeah.
I mean, we just don't have to.
Just
We just have to
have
make
to
sure
blood
it's
in the
not
Denny's, right?
You know,
irreparable,
technically
right?
the car is a weapon. If they're
can
in the
drive it
parking
in.
lot, you could
Yes.
get hit.
Oh,
That's my favorite weapon. Thank you.
Yeah. Talk
Just
shit,
saying.
get hit.
as
It's
as
true.
as the landlords split into two new teams, the team outside calling their parents and crying, and the team inside listening to Rhea talk about numbers, the same
It's
five.
just one number over and over again.
How about we take a quick break because we're about halfway through?
hmm
Would that be cool with everyone?
Yeah.
All right. So we will
PKP.
see you back here in about 5 to 10 minutes ish, where we will continue with killing all of the landlords in the Denny's.
Yes.
Hello, and welcome back to the second half of our game of INGKIT. Where all of us are playing Bloody Hunters. To catch you up to speed on what happened before the break, we have cornered a contingent of landlords inside of a Denny's, which they are currently planning to purchase and turn into condos, and we are trying to kill all of the landlords in the Denny's. We have successfully split them into two groups, where half of them are stuck in the Denny's listening to Reo and Jasmine's explanation of real estate numbers, and the other half have been drawn outside by Orpheus to call their parents because they feel bad about their life choices.
Very successful. We're doing great. So then half of them go out to call their parents, and I'm just like, so for those of you who are still with me, when I said 20 million, I really mean 20 million, and let me tell you, and it's just a bunch of just corporate bullshit.
Jasmine is continuing to gesture a la Vanna and be like, 20 of the millions. It's like so
A
many
huge
millions.
number. That's like so many zeros.
Yeah,
Like-
it's like more zeros than I can count for sure.
So now we've got half of them outside. Apple, would you like to do something?
Yeah, can I just run them over with my car?
You know, yeah, I think you can.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be indoors just listening for the sweet, sweet bone crunching sound, and I'll be like, ah.
So
Of
what's
somebody's
somebody's
AP.
D20? I'm afraid to look at it. A 6?
On a 5 to 8, you succeed, and you also gain a further insight on the situation.
What?
That's the best to roll. You also don't have to
Amazing.
drink.
That's the best
You
roll.
can if you want to, though.
This is amazing. So Apple, is anybody in the car with me still? I don't know if like
I don't think so. I think we've all
Okay.
exited the car.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, we left you alone to do the dirty work. Rip.
It's cool. So I crank some Teen Spirit by Nirvana. And
Good.
lower the windows, get that
Hello.
sunroof open. And rev the engine a few times, and then stick my head out the window and say, see you later, and run them over. The insight that I gain, can it just be like they're very squishable?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Landlords are very squishable.
Yeah, they're so squishy. They pop like mosquitoes.
It's a poppin'
Champagne
party.
grapes.
Haha.
We poppin'.
I'm adding that to my notes.
Pain grapes.
So it's a
Do
bloodbath.
we hear
out
that?
here.
Do we hear that in the Denny's? Like, Denny's, I've never been in one. Don't they have those big mirrors? Sorry, not
Big
mirrors. What are they called?
windows?
Windows.
Big windows,
in my
yeah.
brain they
So
do.
all of us in
Ooh,
there.
We have to
fully
distract
see
them
this.
and make them not realize that they're not going to die. Like, we have to try to distract them from that. I don't know.
Okay. Thinking quickly. How do we do that?
I mean, do you have a performance background of some kind? Like
Probably.
You said. So can you
Probably.
jump and like do a?
Oh my God,
like,
oh my
sideways
God,
and
oh my
over
God,
the
I know
window
what
to
I'm
try and
doing. I
cover
know what
it?
I'm
Like,
doing.
I don't know.
I launched
So
into a
ready.
full NFL Super Bowl halftime Dallas Cowgirls cheer
Oh my god.
program.
Yes,
That's
okay.
in the middle
beautiful.
of the Denny's, fully by myself. Do I have to? Should I roll to see how?
I mean,
how good
once I
am?
realize what you're
Yes.
doing, I can also like try to
Yes.
help. I'll try to harmonize or something, and it might be terrible. And I'll be like,
That's
oh
great.
yeah, anyway, and
Yeah,
now for
there's-
a sponsored commercial break, I guess.
There's not like rules for helping, but I think I'm sorry, Mitzi, I'm gonna homebrew some rules for your game. I think you can like add 1 to your score
Okay.
because
Yeah, go
Rayo is
ahead.
helping you.
Although if you roll an 11, it might make it worse. What did you get?
What did you get?
3 + 1 is a 4.
Oh,
The mental. What is that? What is that in the rule book again? A 4.
You don't achieve your goal, but
Right,
you gain an
okay.
insight, and then you
Okay.
must take a drink.
Okay.
Oh.
So first off, I bust into this routine with no music. For anybody that's just joining us, Jasmine is fully blue. Her whole skin is blue except her face, which is only her face, not her neck, but her face is blended into human looking makeup, like flesh tones and like lipstick and stuff.
Except it's vegan.
This is all blue. She is dressed like Paris Hilton in like a cropped white rib knit tank and the lowest, smallest, more like a belt Daisy Dukes. and then bedazzled like glittery pink cowboy boots and a fanny pack in which there is a bunch of makeup, and out of the hole of the back pocket she's got this massive dagger, and she just starts busting out the most uncoordinated but fully enthusiastic
Oh yes.
thing. And I assume then that you are helping, trying to follow along.
Trying to help, but Rayo has never ever done any kind of singing whatsoever. Also, is a completely contrasting aesthetic. Is dressed in all black, wearing a leather jacket, has two-tone dyed hair that is not coordinated whatsoever, and it's just like, okay, commercial break it is then, everyone, because you know what, landlords love commercials.
So
and they love
basically,
sponsorship, and
if
they
you
love
guys have seen
capitalism,
That's
here
So
we go.
Raven, those like dance breaks from That's So Raven, the like
Yeah,
that is
we're trying to
exactly
do
what is
that.
happening.
I want to know how well Rayo is dancing though. Like,
Okay,
please.
we can try to do that.
is
I mean,
he,
I'm
like,
watching
dancing
you and I'm
better?
like 2 moves behind, like, is this how to do it? Okay, wait, is that my left or is that my right? Oh shit.
Is it
like,
would somehow my brain's just for some odd reason imagining that Jasmine's doing this, but Rayo's doing it better. It's not good.
Okay.
Like the outfit just detracts from it.
Would you like me to roll or not?
Let's see.
Do you want to roll for your dancing?
Yes, I
You can,
constantly
yeah.
wish to roll dice.
It would
I
be
would-
extremely funny if you roll that you're doing it perfectly.
Guess what? I rolled a 3. Does
Oh,
that
Okay.
do anything?
Oh,
It's the
Oh,
outfit.
What is the insight that we're both getting? Because we're
The
getting
landlords
insight from
hate this genre.
I think, yeah, that's fair.
Maybe.
The
I'm trying
lady
to think
landlord
if
has
there's
stuck around.
anything-
She's still slut shaming you, but more now.
Oh, absolutely. She is now verbally, like, very out loud, being like, or, and it's like, and like Jasmine hears her and is like, you should fix that. Cops can kill you. And I forgot, because we said
I would
earlier,
like
of course,
to-
we all have like an extra like power. And
Yeah.
I said that true. I said that basically what she can do as her extra power, I said off camera, is that she is actually psychic. That's why she constantly talks about the vibes. So I'd like to roll to see if she can read the vibes of the room.
Yeah.
While
See, these
they're
people are
like
actually concerned
judging
about
them.
dying, maybe, because half of them just got hit by a
Very
car.
Yeah,
Very true.
please roll to vibe check the Denny's.
yes.
10.
Oh, okay. You
Which, like-
succeed, but a complication occurs. Take a drink.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is 2 sips, I think, from the last one as well. So I think I might finish the drink, but okay, I've got like 1 sip left in this drink.
Ooh.
You're doing amazing. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Yes. Thank you. So the insight that I gather from the vibe check is that they don't really care that a lot of them just got killed, because to them they're like, that's less people I have to compete with. Also, I can now buy up their real estate.
Yeah.
So these people
It's
are
true.
not terribly fussed that a bunch of them just died, because they're still alive.
Oh my god,
Did
they're
Mario
monsters
and
and I love
Luigi
it.
split up?
What's the
They're
complication?
Cannibals, these guys.
What is the complication that comes up?
They now think you are competition.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh.
one.
Because we talked about real
Because we talked
estate
about
so
20
much.
million constantly. They're like, wait, these people actually know what they're talking about. You're here to sabotage us. So then, oh, and it's like,
Now they really want the Denny's.
yeah.
They're surrounding
Okay.
you, trying to hound you about how you know so much about the Denny's.
Yeah. I'm
mean,
gonna
it's
be like, I don't know what to
nice.
tell you, man. I eat here every day. That's how I know so much about it. Maybe
How
we
did
should
you get
spend
the
more
deed to
time.
the Denny's?
This is my
Who's your
Denny's is my
insider?
primary food group.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, whose turn is it? There's supposed to be a vague turn order, and I keep forgetting who it is.
Yeah,
Me too.
I think it's Lark's turn because the two of you went.
It might be. I think I know I'm the last. Is all.
Yeah,
Because
so I think it
then
is
I
your
thought-
turn because
Yeah. So I think Lark is.
Yeah.
Probably.
the ones outside have been hit by a car, so you don't have to worry about them
They're
anymore. They've all been hit
smushed.
by a car.
And they're all dead,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
Luke's
shout
gonna-
like, pop, pop.
Yeah. Luke's going to go get out of the car again, go grab the pals and go, it's time! And start running towards the Denny with paddle. Not fast.
Oh,
They can't run fast. They're running towards.
Are you just
the
doing it in
Denny.
slow motion just because you can? Like,
Yes, exactly.
my
Well, because
gosh.
this is my movie moment, right? Because
I love that.
Oh yeah, take it.
I
Go
don't know
in.
how long it takes Luke to get there, but once Luke gets in, Luke's gonna go
God.
just at
Are you-
somebody's head.
are you gonna swing at
hopefully
someone
looking.
with a paddle like a baseball bat?
Absolutely,
like the
more like
boat paddle?
cricket. Cricket,
The boat paddle,
but
yeah.
It's a boat paddle.
God.
Yeah, like a weird combination between a cricket and baseball bat. Just
All
the
right.
irony that this could probably kill them.
that's
So-
good. That's the goal.
Theta, can you give me a roll to see how well you hit that landlord with a paddle?
Yeah, I can hit a
Oh,
person with a paddle. Let's go. That is a 9.
A 9, you succeed, but there's a complication and you have to take a drink.
I have an idea.
Okay.
You hit the landlord, but you swing really far, and you also hit one of us.
Oh
Mistake. Like,
Should
not
we
terrible
roll to
mistake.
see which
Somebody
one?
else.
Should we roll to see which one of us gets hit?
The
Who's odds,
1d4.
who's even then?
Yeah, who's
Yeah,
odds, who's even? Let's see.
I'll be odds if you like.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be evens.
Okay, do you want me to roll them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That is a 9 again.
So odds.
That's me.
Yeah.
You totally hit me in the face also with the
Sorry.
paddle. So the landlord
Look, it's like
dies.
over ambitious. Just
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
God.
I'm probably just like, ow, I get hit on the floor. I'm still trying to do this ridiculous dance, trying to copy Jasmine, and then you come in and you hit me in the face, and I'm just like, okay,
do
I'll
you still do
stop.
the dance while laying on the floor, or do you actually stop?
I would probably finish the move that I was doing, so I'll just move my hand to my side and be like, okay, I'm done now.
I like fully stop dancing and I'm like, oh wait, are we fighting now? And I like pull out the dagger and I'm just like looking around like, all right, who's gonna get it?
Yeah.
Enthusiasm.
And that is now.
I think it's my turn? Question
Yes,
mark.
I think so. You're the 11th, so yes.
I think we've dealt with everyone out here. Do you want to go inside?
Yeah. And then honestly, if you're still outside, you can probably see the silhouettes of the landlords just like fighting or doing whatever, and it's like a cartoon. Yeah.
I'll hang out
Inside
the
the
window like,
Denny's.
Orpheus, you should go help them. You know, looks kind of dancy in there.
You know, maybe I should.
Yeah.
I mean,
you got
Orphe-
some sick dance moves.
Ballroom dancing can be
Orpheus
deadly.
begins doing a one-person waltz.
Oh.
Oh. You just
Outside.
waltz
I mean-
into the Denny's, like literally.
Yeah, just like literally waltzing into the Denny's.
The question I want to
Well-
ask then is like, how clumsy and how many feet does Orpheus then step on?
Oh, I thought you were gonna ask how many feet they have, and I was like, I was thinking too, but maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe you could have more.
I
You
mean,
could always
both
have
ways.
more.
You could have more and then step on more people's feet.
To be fair, they have 2 feet and a cane, so like he has 3 things to hit
Functionally
people
3.
with.
The canes are excellent weapons. They're like my next favorite thing when people are like rude or shitty. Is like if I have a cane or if I have my wheelchair, they are excellent weapons.
Accidentally
Yeah.
take somebody's knees out.
Same. Yeah, so like for them, it's both a functional cane and a functional cane.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Does
so
it have a sword inside of it, or is it just a cane that's just really solid?
wouldn't you like to know?
I would. I haven't seen it before. I'm just like, I think I'm like, for his cool person, like I respect him, but I haven't, but, in my brain, I'm still like, this is the person that doesn't know how to rotate a PDF. Like, there's only so much respect I can give you, And then you'll do the cane thing, and I'll be like, oh shit, respect plus 10 or whatever.
So the cane doesn't have a sword in it exactly.
Okay.
As a gun.
No, there's like a latch at the top, and it can extend into sort of, I forget what they're called, but the sticks that you hit things with.
Screamer.
Nightstick?
Yes, a nightstick.
There we
I think
go.
there's a screamer.
Oh, not a scrimmer, because I don't know very much about them and I wouldn't want to step on things that aren't mine.
You can step on them toes though, like
But yeah, I think there's still waltzing as well. So that's what I'm
Yes.
going to roll, is how effective my combination dance and fight technique is in any way, shape, or form.
Well, from my position on the floor, I will be visibly impressed. What did you get?
That is a 9, so I
Ooh.
succeed, but there's a complication.
Oh no.
I like how we've
Take a
only
drink.
rolled. I like how
Yep,
we
we, like,
haven't rolled in
almost
that middle
rolled.
area yet.
I think we
Just
have. I think
once, and it was
Apple
for
rolled,
Apple to
rolled
run
them
over
all
people.
Oh
which
yeah,
is-
that's a single roll. I'm sorry, wasn't
yeah.
The only
But like the
full
one good
success
roll we've
we've
had has
had
been that one, which is very
It's
important.
only
Apple
full
running
success.
over like
It was
12
so essential.
landlords.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a baton.
It was the most
Yes,
important
thank
It
you.
was
part.
beautiful.
You're really carrying the team here.
Oh, baton.
I got
The
you.
other thing could be like one of those flag.
Yeah. No, but you
Um,
waltz in and you make the cane longer and whack people, right?
Yeah. But I think like complication wise, because it's longer, it means that it can get grabbed, which I'm not super
Oh.
used to. And so and there's no way a landlord isn't going to like do that.
Mhm.
I
And
do
so
like to take things.
yeah, they really like to take things. And so I'm now in a grappling match with a landlord. I'm holding one end of my cane and they're holding the other end. Oh, I'm
no.
sorry. And pronouns is holding the other end.
All right.
Yeah.
I immediately lunge at Luigi. And I have my I have a dagger, but like instinctively I unhook my fanny pack and start smacking him with it. Let his cane go. You are so harshing his vibe.
Thank you.
Fully
love.
holding the dagger in the same hand.
But hitting
totally
you with a
forgot it was
fanny
there.
pack.
Mhm.
It's really good. Do you want to catch a quick roll for me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't take my dagger. 6.
That's the full success. You
that's the good
succeed and you get
one.
the insight.
Awesome. So I not only am I successful in he lets go of the cane, but he also turns to me as I'm smacking him and I accidentally fully stab him in the throat.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, oh my God.
Is that an accident though? Is it?
And Luigi is very upset. Mario is furious. Luigi is dying. He's dead. He's on the floor. And I'm like, sick.
Orpheus pulls out one of those silk fans and just starts fanning themselves oh, that was lovely.
Thanks.
Tastes good. What type?
Apple, what would you like to do? Are you going to stay in the car?
Is there can I do I want to help the team out. So if I could just crank the music really loud to give somebody a +1 forward.
Yeah.
If I can rev the engine of my Camaro and
Flash
turn my
their
high beams
tires.
on the
Moral
window.
support. We love
Flash
this.
their
Yeah.
tires.
Also,
Yeah.
to cover the sounds of the screaming,
Yes,
Oh,
yes, very
smart.
then you get
important.
arrested. That's really
I might do a
important.
couple of donuts in the
In the parking lot?
yeah. Can I roll to do donuts?
Hell yeah.
That's
Flash their
amazing.
I'm
tires.
so scared of what happens if you don't roll well.
Right.
You crash-
You
oh,
try to do a
God.
donut, car flips over.
So I
Oh,
got a
God.
4.
Oh,
That is the failure, but you gain some insight. How would you like to
Oh.
fail at doing donuts in the parking lot?
So all the dead bodies have created a rather slippery surface. It's kind of I don't know if
Ew.
anybody lives in an area with fish flies.
I don't know what those are, but
I
I,
don't
could
either.
infer based on
I'm
the
scared to
context.
look it up though,
perhaps.
so I'll just believe you.
They just kind of gather in clumps on the road or anywhere there's streetlights, and if you drive over top of them, they all die and create this really slick surface. So you're really
Oh.
it's dangerous.
I'm just
Um,
thinking of those frogs in Florida that people have.
Oh,
God.
The toads people talk about? That's valid.
The
I've heard
popping
about those.
ones. Yeah.
The what?
Florida's not
When
real.
you draw them, they pop.
Of that part I hadn't heard.
I'm
Gross.
so sorry, everyone.
Yikes.
I'm in distress.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Like
Welcome to the world.
they pop
Boo.
like landlords.
Ah,
That's okay.
You
there
pop
we
like
go.
mosquitoes.
That's okay.
There we go.
As you said.
Oh,
Bring
boy.
it back. So yeah, I spin out and I think I'll rear end. What's next door to the Denny's, or is it just only a Denny's in here, or is it kind of a strip mall vibe?
I think it should be a strip mall vibe.
I think it should be a strip mall.
I think what else? What do you typically see at strip malls? Like in Canada, it's like a fabric
Dollarama,
land.
Dollarama, yeah.
Dollarama.
Dollarama.
A dollar store, a Sally Beauty.
Dollarama.
OG dollar stores, I think, was like Zellers back in the day, or maybe that was like a regular store. I
Cool,
can't
a
remember.
Payless.
Lived here long enough.
Payless?
to
A
say-
Payless shoe
Ross is dressed for
source.
less as well.
A Mervin's. You
Is
could
Sears
rear end
still
a
a
Mervin's.
thing or not?
a really
Sears
shady
still
dry
exists?
cleaners that's never open.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's called I need a cleaning pun, y'all.
Head empty.
Ducks dry.
Clothesline.
Clothesline. Thank you, disembodied voice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So it's called Clothesline. And yeah, I just rear end right into it. I smash like the back of the front entrance, and like smoke is coming out of my car.
Is
But
the
I
car-
learn that this really shitty dry cleaners happens to have some swords.
Oh fuck yeah.
Because they are shady.
They're
They are
shady.
shady.
They're
So I'm gonna
shady.
grab like a handful of them and start making my way over, but it's a little ways away. I spun
love
out,
that.
you know.
I also love that when we said thank you to our wonderful disembodied voice, I got a very strong Charlie's Angels. Thank you, Charlie. Vibe from us. And it's giving me life.
Amazing.
Because
Aww.
we're like
Us.
weird undead
Mm.
gay vampire.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
As
I
established,
tried
a
to-
family is just 5 gay
Five
vampires
gay
in a
vampires in a
Camaro.
car.
In a rainbow Camaro.
That's an
Rainbow
important
Trail,
detail.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
With random things in that.
All
chart.
right.
So-
I think
so-
that
Am I
takes us
s-
back to Rayo.
I think I'm still on the floor. Okay, so from my vantage point on the floor, I would like to kind of, while everybody else is doing things, while standing up, I would like to crawl on the ground to get the credit card machine to throw it at Mario because he was the one who said, I don't do cash, I only do credit. And I'm going to be like, oh yeah, you want good credit. And I just want to throw it at him. I want to find the, yeah. But since this is the 90s, I'll have to unplug it from the wall because we haven't got like wireless tap yet or anything. I'm gonna have to unplug it and like tie it around the machine and then throw it at him so I don't lose any aerodynamics off of it. So I want to do that.
Yeah. Roll to throw a credit card reader.
That is a 7.
Roll
That's the
to,
full success.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. So do I get insight on it as well?
Yeah,
so
you
I'm
get
just like,
insight
oh,
and you
how's
succeed.
that for a credit score? And I just throw it at him. I hit him in the head.
Is your insight that they all have really bad credit scores in real life? in
Yes, I
actuality?
hope so. I think that like maybe do I insight that he was doing a big show about talking about how good his credit score was because it was secretly really bad, and he figured that he was like, okay, well, this is going to be the one time I can pay it all back, and because once I get these tenants and I get their income, then I can pay off my own mortgage, and then I'll only have 5 because I'm a landlord. So I'm just gonna be like, wow, you are a landlord because you took on too much and you couldn't manage your own finances. Okay, cool.
He's declared bankruptcy
like,
at least
okay.
3 times.
Yeah, exactly. And somehow the bank keeps giving him more like mortgages. So I don't know.
Absolutely.
I also fully know for
Supply
some
of
reason that he wasn't
mortgages.
paying his taxes, and I'm like, tax fraud hurts more people than murder when rich people do it. So
Mhm.
true. Does he die from that, or do I just
Yeah.
hit him? Okay.
Oh no. He
So we have now
Does
killed
die.
Mario and Luigi.
Yeah.
fully
Wow.
dies.
Who is
Wow.
left in this Denny's?
I don't think we
Waluigi
established how
and
many there
Wario.
are, but
Waluigi
there
and
might be some.
Wario.
Wario, yeah.
I think we have like
Wah!
yeah, we have 2 people left.
Yeah, we have like 2 or 3 landlords left.
We
in the
have 2
building.
because I took out one. Of
You
the-
took out 1. You're right. So we've got
So that
2
would be
landlords
awesome.
left.
Yes.
I don't know whose turn it is now, but I think that's all I want to do for my turn
I
for
went.
now.
Rio, you went. So I believe it is
Yeah.
Orphe. No, Orphe.
I went.
I think
Orifice?
it's back to
That's
me.
Lark.
I
Yeah.
think yeah. Wow,
Orpheus,
y'all
we're back to
really
Lark.
zoomed through that turn order.
Yeah,
Wow, good,
we did.
good job, us.
Oh, see, amazing things happen when we stay on task. It's
It's
incredible.
amazing.
I don't know what that's like, but I'm proud of us.
We
We're
somehow
doing
did it.
good.
Hmm.
Guess the only thing is to take out some more landlords. Really,
Gotta get rid of
isn't it?
Waluigi and Wario.
Yeah. I think Luke's just gonna go to try and hopeful. Logan's going to try and get both of them in an overambitious, like, yeah, I got 2 people last time. I can get 2 people this time, right? That's how this works. Hoping really hard for somebody who is not running this entire time. Just walking. That is a 9 again.
Oh,
That's
you
good.
succeed, but there is a complication. I feel like that probably means you can get one of them, but not the other.
Yeah, probably. Logan's just gonna kind of go. Actually, I maybe.
Oh, also take
My
a drink.
brain's saying, oh yeah, take a drink. My brain was thinking maybe instead of taking either of them, like killing them, I actually aim too low and I get them by their ankles.
Ooh.
They fall over, they're not dead.
They just got broken ankles, but they're still there.
Wow.
Ew. Well, that means they fall over, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're on
So
the
that's
floor with
easier.
you now.
Yeah, did you ever get up?
I had to get up to get the
Oh,
debit
to get the
machine,
credit
but,
card
like,
machine.
Couldn't you
Thanks for that. I
theoretically
was like,
toss
wait
it
a
like
second, how
that
do you-
from on the ground? Like,
nah,
Yeah, I
think
was.
I think I could get
I
up.
will be fair. I was full on imagining you on the floor, just like hucking it at top speed over your
Yeah.
head.
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
You know what? Maybe let's just say I did that because that's funnier.
No, yeah. So Luck
Mhm.
goes to take one out, just misses and goes for the ankles. Like,
Ankles.
yeah.
Crunch, crunch,
Oh,
crunch.
oh
Oof.
no,
Oh, so good.
poor ankles.
Oh boy. I'm just glad that when you said you missed, you hit them still and not us. Because
Right? Not like
Rio's
last
been
time.
through enough.
I'd be like, you know, maybe if I did just get up once and then down on the floor again, I'm like, oh my god, really? I take so much for this team. Like,
Can you stop hitting Rio, please?
Lark's aim is debatable sometimes.
We
They're
need
just
to give
really
Lark a different type of
over-enthusiastic.
weapon.
yeah.
Something more, yeah. Something
Focused.
a little bit.
I
More
mean, maybe this is
precision.
actually the better weapon because if you gave them a sword,
We would all be dead, you know, as
Oh my God,
Apple starts
yes.
to hobble in with their.
Yeah, I'm glad that it's
cadre of
actually just a
swords.
blunt weapon. I'm happy.
Yeah, I think it is Apple's turn. I think.
Did Jasmine get to go?
I forgot the turn order.
I thought it was
So-
Orpheus, Jasmine, Apple, Rio, Lark.
no,
Oh,
Jasmine
maybe.
did go because Jasmine went after.
Yeah, because I went after
Orpheus.
Orpheus because I stabbed.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
think we remember the turn order either, but
It's fine. We're getting
Do
there.
not. It's
Just
okay.
as long as
Yeah,
everyone
either
gets to
way,
do something, it's
I think
fine.
it's Apple's turn.
Okay, so they're gonna hobble in with like 6 swords kind of like clasped in their arms. They're
Oh, thank you.
rattling. One kind of drops and they're like, it's fine, I'll come back for that one. And then they make it into the dunnies. And they're gonna drop like all but 2 of the swords, whip the sheaths off. They probably hit like a poor employee who's been like hiding under the
Oh my God, the
behind the
employees.
counter. Right! This place
my
is
God.
open.
We'll keep them
Oh, they're
safe. It's
employees.
okay.
So like one who was kind of like ducking their head over to see if everything was okay gets smacked in the forehead with one of the sheaths.
Sorry.
Yeah. Whoa. What? Sorry. Just if you could just like hide. Yeah, I'm about to do something you don't want to see. Good. Yeah. And they're gonna look at the 2 swords. So blood hunters. If you want to see something really cool, I watched a YouTube video. I don't know if you've heard of YouTube. It's like this big up and coming thing. Yeah, so I watched a YouTube video of this kid who was pretending to be like a Jedi from like that one movie that kind of was big for a while. And they make all these sounds as they slish and slash, and then Apple's just gonna start cutting up Wario and Waluigi.
does this mean that Apple's power is seeing the future because YouTube doesn't open until 2005?
Yes,
so...
then, yes.
Amazing.
I want you to know that full on middle of the battle, one, Orpheus is still fanning themselves because now Apple has come in with a bunch of swords. But with their other hand, they have taken out a full like little notebook and have written down "Ask Rayo about YouTube."
Oh, absolutely. Jasmine is like live MySpacing all of this out, and she just noticed the like workers in Denny's. It was like, OMG, LOL, totes forgot. There's like people that work here. They definitely saw me murder this guy.
I'll just look at you and be like, it's fine. We can help them unionize. They'll forgive us.
What's a union?
Logan will be like, we
Apple,
can
do you
explain
wanna
it
roll for how well you
tomorrow.
chop some landlord?
Ooh, 12.
Ooh, okay, so you succeed,
Ooh.
but a complication occurs and take a
Yeah.
drink.
Any recommendations, y'all?
Maybe
They're
the
not
employee
real
does something
swords.
because we did murder
They're
a bunch
fake
of people in
swords.
front of them. I'd be kind of freaked. Also, I'm blue. I think
Because
that's
Be the
Yeah,
iffy.
so, like, if they call the
employee is someone
authorities-
who's still under the illusion that like they too can be a landlord one day, and they're like, no, how dare you attack the landlords? Because I also really one day
I
want to
wanna
move up
be
the
a
food
land- I
chain,
wanna
and
be a
they're really misguided, but also just like
I
fully
wanna
believe
move
that
up
if
the
they work
food
hard
chain.
enough, yeah, because they work at Denny's and they're like, you know, like they fully just believe in this capitalist myth that
I believe
anyone
in
can
the
be super
hustle.
wealthy.
Yeah.
And maybe they
Grind
do start
culture.
trying to attack you back
Grind
to
culture,
defend the
yeah.
establishment. Maybe they're just some kind of poor misguided person. I don't know.
I
Is
like
that a
that. So
complication?
hear me out.
Yeah.
Apple goes to eviscerate these two remaining landlords, and it's a gory mess. You know, it spills out onto the floor. You know, whoever has to clean that is just gonna be pissed. So the employee that kind of got bopped on the head by the sheath, they stand up and they're like, "I'm gonna own a building," and they're gonna throw hot coffee on me. While somebody else in the background calls like the fire department or something.
Ooh,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
My
So, like-
entire life is broken by I'm gonna own a building.
it's gonna be this one, specifically the Denny's.
And everybody is fighting over ownership of the Denny's when in fact the owners are probably sound asleep and are gonna come in at 9 a.m. and be like, what?
What happened?
What happened to the Denny's?
Oh, I'm
Oh
dying.
my god. So Jasmine rushes over with her fanny pack of goodies and is like grabbing like makeup wipes and like trying to help you like clean off, but all she has is like the grapefruit scented like the Neutrogena
Oh,
back
God.
in the like
yes.
90s and 2000s, the ones that
Loved.
Look, we'll
made your skin burn off. That, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
we're vampires, so maybe it's okay. And so she's just like dabbing and she's like, oh my god, are you like okay?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's just like it kind of burns, but it reminds me of when I used to be in a mosh pit and people would just bring cups of boiling water. So it kind of reminds me of home.
Totes.
Yeah, you get it. I know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Um,
definitely.
so like
get it.
there's sirens in the background,
Oh, we
and
should go.
I don't want to have to like I can kill more people. There's no problem there. ACAB all the way. But also like I'm kind of like hungry.
Oh yeah.
Could
Yeah,
we eat
fighting makes you
something that's a little
hungry.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll make us a burger before we go?
Oh, we could
How
ask.
about
we could
I have
also
another
move them
idea.
up the food chain.
We can just suck the blood from the corpses.
Oh my
so then
God,
we
yeah.
can- so then it doesn't go everywhere, and we also get a meal. We could just eat them, like.
But like, what if these people sell us out?
You think they're still warm?
Yeah.
We could.
I mean, I did
offer-
fully lick
I
blood off
mean-
of that blade.
Yeah.
When
let's
I
I
do
mean,
killed
it.
Luigi.
if you do it now, look, you know what? I'll try it for you. Like, I'll take one for the team, and then I'll
Thank
I'll
you.
see if one of them is
Thank you,
warm.
Rio.
Can I roll to see if it's
Roll to
warm?
see if it's warm. Yeah.
Ooh, 11. Is that good or is that bad?
That's you succeed, but there's a complication.
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, yes, it's warm, but I can taste that this guy was a landlord. It's gross.
Oh, gross.
It's warm, but at what cost?
I hate bootlicker.
Or for us, yeah. Like, so like I'm just like, well, for us, it's warm, but I don't know. Ugh.
I prefer mine iced anyway. Maybe we should bounce.
Yeah, maybe we.
Okay, what do we do about the body? Should we just leave it? Like,
Maybe we should. Hopefully, these people don't like sell us. None of you will sell us out, right? Like,
I mean, they don't know our names.
this is
No
a
idea
good
who
point.
we
They
are.
don't know our names.
I mean, y'all
we
have
having
said
this
my name
conversation in full
multiple
view of the
times.
employee
That's
who was
true.
like, I'm gonna own a building, or like,
I mean,
I'm
I
not
know.
worried.
we could kill the Denny's guy.
I mean,
We could offer to like move them
I
up the
could
little
also-
food chain.
tell them not to do it.
yeah.
I love that we're deliberating this out loud. They can fully hear us.
Oh yes.
Yep.
Oh yes.
So they
They're
just heard
shaking
this
in
like
their little
bubbly
worker
ass
shoes.
voice be like, we could just kill them.
You know, everybody else pondering it seriously.
We're like, yeah, I mean,
Looks
that
like
is always an option.
Move them up the food chain, make them into
Mhm.
vampires. Maybe then they won't like.
I could-
Maybe
I
we
could
should make
hand-
them into vampires.
I could
Should
hand
we
them a
turn
bunch
that?
of gold.
Yeah, they like money.
You can get some gold.
doubloons.
But I just feel like the systemic issue is that like they need
Yeah.
money to
Are we
live.
part of the
and, like,
problem?
if you're a
Lork
vampire, you
will
don't
pull
really
out a
need-
wad of cash, but it's wet.
Why is it wet?
It just
Okay.
is.
Okay.
I mean,
Valid.
I think I
I'm
could
wearing a
probably
sailor
put two and two
uniform.
together with the sailor outfit and the paddle as to why it's wet, and I'm not.
Their
gonna say
outfit
anything
is dry.
because
Their outfit is dry. Their outfit is dry. There's no reason the cash should be. It just
It just
Okay.
is.
it just
It's a
is.
vibe.
We pull out our collective monetary resources and just begin handing it to Denny's employees.
Yeah,
Got like
Yeah.
the
And then-
$5.
yeah, I don't
Power
know. And then, like,
yourselves.
you have to
If you
buy
make a
their
union, you
silence or
can-
what have you.
If you make a union, you all can buy a building together.
Yeah, better
You can
even
worker
buy
You
this.
can co-own the
conditions.
building and then don't have to pay rent. You can just own it together.
Mhm.
There are so many more paths to success than being a landlord. And also, you heard her say, I know what I'm talking about. 20 million, big number, right?
The
I feel
like
we
$5
collectively should try to
bill.
persuade these guys.
Yes. The like $5 bill that Jasmine hands over fully has a lipstick kiss and her number on it. And she's like,
I love
Is
that.
it all of them? All of the bills?
Or just
that-
like
oh, I have
shooting
one
for you.
$5 bill.
Oh,
I
okay.
have one $5 bill.
You just
and it has
pick
like the
a-
kiss and the
Also,
number.
well, first, do you
Best
try to give
Denny's
them like
worker?
shillings and penny farthings still? Because you have this old like cash.
I do. I take out my coin purse and I just begin handing them strange coins from 100 years ago.
Yeah. Whereas I'm just gonna be like,
Lark-
hey, what's your PayPal? I can send it to you. Like, is PayPal a thing in there?
Did they
I don't
have
know.
that? I don't think so.
I don't
Because I
think
remember
so.
when I was a teenager, everybody was talking about what they were, if they should trust the internet with
They
their
should
money.
Trust PayPal.
And I
yeah.
was not I'm older, but I was not a teenager in the 90s.
I think PayPal was in the late 90s from what I remember because the website that predated it was a startup owned by Elon Musk. I
Hmm.
don't,
Okay,
Oh.
so in which
ask why
case,
I
I
know.
will
Oh,
just fully ask if they have
1998.
PayPals. Okay, yeah.
1998.
Oh,
It was
okay.
Yeah, that's
founded
the
in
90s.
1998.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll be like asking them for their PayPals, and then I'll be like, yeah, it's your PayPal. Yeah, because it's totally safe because I can pay you, and now we're pals. That's how that works. Like,
Ah.
She just taught me about this last week. I don't have one.
yeah. PayPal is great.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
assuming they
Lark
would
is
just-
going.
Yeah.
Oh, if
ahead.
Jasmine is also handing out money, Lark will hand Jasmine a pen to further do it to more of the bills.
To the wet cash. Like Jasmine takes the pen and is like, it's not glitter, but I guess. And like puts her phone number on these wet, ripping
goodness.
bills, and then is like looking at them and is like, because she does have
Ew.
lipstick on, and she's like, brand consistency is important. And like kisses like each bill and like hands
Ew.
one to every
Lark is
employee.
laughing.
It's like soggy.
And she's like looking at Lark like, that is water, right? It's water, right?
It might be.
Or for us, hands
Lollipop.
her a handkerchief out of nowhere, like just pulls one out of somewhere.
Are you going to fan the bills to dry them also? Like,
Really
Just-
quickly.
yeah.
Blowing on them. Here
Do
you
the
go.
employees take our bribe and they don't like turn us in,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
we have
do
to-
they? Yeah, what I
Should-
can't remember what the role
Who
was.
wants to roll for the bribe?
I've been doing horrible.
I don't remember whose idea this was.
It was my cash, I know.
Oh, okay, yeah, so maybe you should do it.
Maybe you should, because it is your
I also think it
dash.
might have been. I also think it might have been your turn anyway. So
Yeah,
It
that
might
feels
have, I
right.
don't know anymore.
I don't remember.
That is a
Oh.
3.
We do
Oh,
not
no.
succeed.
So they take our money and then try to turn us in. So we gotta run.
We gotta go.
Is the car still intact?
I think so. Like the back, the engines and these are in the front.
Mhm.
Not in the
I'm
back.
hoping
like
just
some
somebody
weird
else will
things. Yeah,
run-
we're fine.
I mean, even if so, don't the landlords still have cars left?
We could
out?
steal a
I mean,
We can
landlord's
steal a
car.
landlord's car.
Yeah, but we shouldn't abandon the like game mobile.
I do like our
oh,
gay
we loved our
car.
Yeah.
game mobile. Yeah, the
Plus,
mic
it's like
fell
Apple's
off,
car.
so it's even louder. But other than that, it works
Woo.
fine.
I
Okay.
just hope somebody as we're running out as just also selling us out in the process, just shouting like "fuck the police."
Yeah. Oh, I think all of
As
us
we
are.
go.
Yeah.
I think all of us are.
I jump into the seat really fast and I'm like, ha! I'm sitting in the car. You can hang on the bumper this time. To like
No.
Lark.
Lark will get in anyway.
Yeah.
A little smushed in the back.
Just shoves Jasmine.
I'll just resume my very comfortable seat in the front that I'm shocked that nobody has fought over. Maybe it's just because I just sat there
Jasmine
on day
didn't
one
think
and it just
about it.
has been. And it just has been my
Lark
seat forever.
enjoys the feeling of being chauffeured.
Chauffeured.
Words are hard.
Mhm.
Around.
I love that. Well, where are we off to next? We gotta celebrate. We just destroyed part of the establishment.
Can we go to a different Denny's to get burgers? One that isn't full of landlord bodies.
Yeah,
I'm
I
hungry
mean,
again.
I would like some undercooked eggs, some undercooked steak, and
Yeah. I
some
like a
cooked
raw.
potatoes.
I want some burned fries. I missed that.
I want some raw. I want some just red meat.
Yeah. There's like plot twist, like the next Denny's is like 2 minutes away around the corner. I don't know.
That feels so right, though. I love it.
Yeah.
Its
Here
workers
for it.
have in fact unionized.
Yeah.
We go
But
to
that
the-
means we
the-
win, right? Like we
Yeah.
got
go to the
the
union.
mall and we did
Yay!
the bloody hunting and that was great.
Oh my
Successfully get to
god.
the unionized Denny's.
Yeah.
There are
It's actually
some
called
quest-
Danny's, not Denny.
Danny's. There are some epilogue questions for us.
Ooh,
We
are
all
there?
survived. We all survived the hunt. That's the first one.
Yeah.
Another question. The next one is: do you and the others stay together for future bounties?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
of
think I would
course.
like to. I mean, provided
I
I mean
have
we made it work, right? Like we're a family with
Yeah.
a car now. We have to stay together.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely staying
I
together.
keep
Squad.
chauffeuring everyone.
If all of you
Yeah.
aren't here to describe how technology works to Orpheus, he's going to like
Back to sleep.
break a flip phone in half.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
That's
And
the
I'm
best.
just like, oh yeah, like Overus is great. Like, okay, here, look, his big brain. This is a YouTube video about how to set up a PayPal account or something. And it's like a whole thing.
Oh yeah, talking about that. I imagine somebody has to ask at one point, what is YouTube?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
so you
Yeah,
know,
what-
Jasmine and I can do that thing where sometimes future stuff kind of makes sense to us. Yeah, was one of those moments. I'm not really sure what YouTube is, except we gotta pay attention.
Right.
YouTube has taught me some things. I dream about the future. You know, it's just I fell asleep at the wheel sometimes, and I dream.
I can't wait to learn about YouTube. When
I
I
love the
learn
idea
how to
also that I think Jasmine joins Orpheus and Rio, not because she's not like tech savvy, but because she's a little slow on like the more practical aspect of technology. So like she also doesn't know how to rotate a PDF.
Cause okay. So she's like queen of MySpace, has a huge like cult following, but is like, how do I do this?
Like it's absolutely not based on my complete inability to use an Excel spreadsheet or anything. at all.
Yeah.
Lauren
Mood,
refuses to learn, and just anytime they need anything, just turns to somebody and is like, could you do this for me?
Yeah, and Ray was happy to do it. I don't think I ever really established it, but I think that like Rayo's power is just gonna be like knowing about the latest stuff to happen because
Oh yeah.
like he's just like Zoomer or whatever. So yeah,
Love
I'm like,
that.
oh yeah, everyone should get into apps. Like an app is a thing. Like
This is the
uh,
second
Apps.
tech
Like a job
unsavvy
application?
vampire I've played, which is funny because
So-
I do tech support as part of my day job. So I just refuse to play characters and how computers work.
Honestly,
I love
same.
that.
I do
Yeah.
programming, and I don't.
But I think we
play
do, yeah.
programmers.
but I
Yeah,
think
we
we
stay
do
together.
stay together.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it time to retire? I don't think so. I'm having
No.
fun.
No.
Oh,
There are also
God,
like
no.
too many landlords. Like we can't stop
Yeah,
until we've
we've
done
got
them
a
all.
lot.
Yeah.
We need to get rid of all the landlords.
Also this
We have to get rid of like the reverse Mario, right?
Mhm.
Is that the thing?
Can we
Plus,
make a-
sometimes we can like loot the bodies, and that is how I fund the Hello Kitty lifestyle I was born
Yeah.
to lead.
Good. That makes so much sense. Because
Can-
otherwise, what the heck?
Can we make a forum that is like
Forums.
on the outside, a forum for landlords to be landlords, but
Mhm.
It's
Rayo
really like a
can
setup.
access all of their IP information so we can find
Yeah.
landlords.
Yeah, it's like a catfish operation, but for landlords.
like
I will
we- Oh my
pose
God.
as a landlord.
No, we make a you know, like Cult of the Dead Cow. We make like a Cult of the Dead Cow, except it's to
I do
No?
not. I'm not
I
familiar
don't
with
know what
this.
that is.
No.
Okay, so Cult of the Dead Cow was an 80s hackers group which would hack like the US government because they just did not like the US government. They're
As
still
they
around. Beto O'Rourke was part of Cult of the Dead Cow. This is just a random fun fact you never needed to know.
Hey, we asked.
But
That's cool.
they would like hack people and then like Anonymous and stuff like that. That's like later groups that kind of took inspiration.
Yeah, Anon is
So
what I would think
cool.
of when I think of like hacker
Yeah.
groups.
Yeah, that's so cool.
So
dig
we
that.
basically start to catfish and hack all of the landlords across the country, and then we take
Yeah.
the globe.
Yeah.
No more landlords.
And then we get landlords in other places.
Yeah.
Space landlords?
Governments. are
Oh,
landlords.
yeah, you're right. the ultimate landlords, colonizers.
Yes.
Mhm.
We I was about to say Vietnam War, but the Vietnam War would have ended at that point. Yeah.
But yeah, are there any the last thing is to like describe what other things you want to describe for your character in the future. Does anyone have any other things they want to say?
I think Jasmine, because I said in the beginning she was turned by like the mob boss, or because of like the mob boss like girlfriend, and I think an interesting plot just along the line would be that this immortal girlfriend comes back and like needs the squad to take care of her landlord or something.
Well,
So that's
now I want
maybe
to play that sometime.
maybe a
That
little
sounds
plot
fun.
twist in her future that she totally doesn't like. She does not catch that vibe like at all. It's such a like blindsiding moment for her. She's like, well, I didn't see that coming. I can see the future. I didn't see you coming. But yeah, but she's got the squad to back her up and also to keep her from making questionable life choices, questionable unlife choices.
I just want a really cool car chase. Where like a bunch of like police explode in the background. I think that's just really what Apple needs to be able to, like, if they ever do die, that's going to be how their soul kind of is at rest. And I think that's really doable, you know, when we're out saving girlfriends. It's just, it's very aligned with what is in our realm of capabilities. How about y'all?
I think that, I don't know, Ray will probably live a long and illustrious undeath, and then once TikTok happens, like that's it. Like, I mean, their whole thing is just being a vampire on TikTok, and like in a similar way to like how everyone thinks that Jasmine is just a cosplayer, everyone thinks that like Ray was just like a fake vampire, but it's like no, like I actually am a vampire and no one knows about it.
Vampire Kinney.
Yeah.
Wait, what is our group reaction to Twilight when it happens?
Disappointment.
Honestly,
Look,
Ray enjoys it, but ironically.
Do we hunt Stephanie Meyer?
Yes.
Apple?
Yes.
I think
Lark,
so, yes.
Lark is disappointed in the quality of the writing, not in the depiction of the vampires, just the quality of the writing.
Really, that's where the issues lie, yeah.
Or-
And the poor representation of female characters.
Rio thinks it's kind of
Personal offense
racist.
at the
Yeah.
indigenous representation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jasmine's also really upset because she doesn't glitter naturally. And also after the 90s, it's really hard for her to get those roll-on
The
things
body
The body
because they
glitter,
don't make
yeah.
them anymore.
No.
Oh my god.
Now
I
the
think
money
it's
goes both
missed out.
towards the Hello Kitty merch and
And the
glitter.
reinvention
Body
of
glitter.
body glitter.
Yeah. That's why
Work
she's
it on
always
your
broke.
own. Oh my goodness, I
think-
love
I
that.
think-
What about for like Lark or
Yeah,
Orpheus?
Do you want to go
Uh,
first, Veda?
I imagine Lork finally gets out of the sailor costume, but never stops being wet, no matter how much time they've never been near or in water.
My goodness.
It's just a question of where's this water coming from? Lork doesn't answer where any of it coming from, or if it is water. I imagine though at some point Lark sneaks into the Met Gala.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
god, the ultimate
20
heist.
The 2021 Met Gala with the America theme to sneak in and actually be your 50s, but does not actually ever get invited.
Oh my
like-
gosh.
It's just there.
I think, or like similarly almost to Rayo, Orpheus capitalizes on being a person who doesn't understand TikTok on TikTok.
Mhm.
Because you can get so much engagement being someone who has no idea how TikTok works on TikTok. It's not
Mhm.
positive engagement, but Orpheus doesn't care what people
Yeah.
think of them.
We could like do a whole kind of duo. We could share like one channel and then like I think
my
that would be
goodness,
good. It could be a
yes.
legit
So
thing.
I think Orpheus and Rayo run a TikTok empire.
We do
Love that.
So
viral
fabulous.
like several times a week, and it's just like, yeah. Honestly, I'd probably have to ask Jasmine for like advice on how to manage social media because I know how to use it, but like management is like a whole other thing.
Mhm.
So wait, does Jasmine then become really sad through like the late 2000s and 2010s, but then really happy once we hit the like 2020s?
The resurgence. Oh yeah, you bet that she continued to dress exactly how she's been dressing because through all the years she's been alive, that's her favorite aesthetic. And when it comes back, she's like lauded as this like trendsetter.
Oh my
Also, the
God.
problem with being like famous online is that somebody's gonna notice that in 20 years she looks exactly the same. But it's just like, and people are like, haha, what if she really isn't like, what if she really is a vampire? But everybody's like, oh my God, put the tin hat away.
What
Like,
the fuck is your skincare routine?
Like,
Right?
don't just
They just
hate
think
She becomes
her.
a oh my God, she becomes a like beauty blogger, but everybody thinks it's a parody account because her skin is always blue. And they're like, oh my God, it's like, what if this cosplayer was a beauty blogger? And she's like, no, I'm actually okay. But she does love to help you guys with the social media, and she's often like the camera person or like
Yeah.
accidentally in the background.
Oh my goodness.
I love
that
them.
for everyone.
Mhm.
I love that for us.
Thank you all for joining us on our landlord killing spree. We have been playing INGKIT, which I think there might be a chat command for the game that we're playing by Mitzi, and if not, I'll put the title in. Oh, right, we're done. We have to finish our drinks. Thank you, Mitzi, for reminding us.
Thank you.
Okay.
Which is great because I had like one sip left.
Also, I've been wanting to ask this the whole time, Rue, but what exactly are you drinking? It's blue.
Gatorade.
Oh.
Mhm.
I had to stay hydrated.
As it hot, did it stain the teeth in any way?
No, it's blue, so it doesn't do anything.
Nice.
They're still stained from the blood that's down my face. though.
Fair.
So thank you for joining us, and also a huge thank you for breaking our first goal for
Thank you.
donations. We are currently at $329.69, and we're trying.
Nice.
Our new goal is $420.69.
Nice. Blaze it.
So that's why I started laughing at one point in the middle. 'Cause it's all like,
And we are also playing games through the weekend. Tomorrow's games in order are Que la vida vale, Red Delicious, Come at They Next, How Do You Do Fellow Humans, and But Dracula in that order.
That is
I don't
so
know
many.
what times that they're at, but I know they start quite early. I think like 10 a.m. Eastern they start. Ish. Noon Eastern. Thank you, Charlie.
thank
you,
you,
Charlie.
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 Okay, cool.
Them dolls.
You
Hi,
guys have all
Mariam.
met Charlie.
And for those of you who missed the announcement at the beginning, we are playing and collecting donations for the Sickle Cell Disease Association of America. The SCDAA is the nation's headquarters for sickle cell disease support, advocacy, and the search for a cure. Sickle cell disease, or SCD, is the group of inherited red blood cell disorders among those whose ancestors come from sub-Saharan Africa, Spanish-speaking regions such as South America, the Caribbean and Central America, Saudi Arabia, India, and the Mediterranean. Those with SCD experience chronic pain and other serious problems such as infections, acute chest syndrome, and stroke. And if you want to help donate, you can hit the exclamation point charity in the chat to get the Tiltify link that we're using for this stream. Thank you all for joining us. We're going to do outros. I don't remember the order we went in, or I would say we can go backwards, but I literally don't remember what order we went in.
Fair.
So, Lark, would you like to go first?
Sure. Hi, I'm Theta. I was playing Lark.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah. And if you want to find me, you can find me at One Shitty Bird on Twitter, where I mostly just ramble about varying amounts of things, ranging from college to knitting to TTRPGs. And you can find me on Wednesdays at Rolling These 20s, where I play a doctor in the Cyberpunk Red campaign, and some other stuff that's coming up, but I'll put it on my Twitter when it does. I don't know when it is.
Popcorn it over to B.
Yeah. Hello. I got to play the absolutely delicious apple today. But under normal circumstances, I am your busy non-binary B. You can find me on Twitter as at B_Zelda. I am a podcaster, a member of the Broadswords, a host of Animate Attaché, and a player in the Power Play podcast. I'm a pretty regular Twitch streamer. You can catch me and my schedule on Twitter because I honestly don't know it. And in my free time, I'm the community manager for Adventures League. So if you're one of those people in the world who really do enjoy D&D, check it out and I can run you through a fabulous adventure.
Sebastian.
Yeah, I have been Sebastian. I was playing Rayo. I can be found on Twitter at SebastianUA. I think there's a chat command for everybody's name, so like please do that so then I don't have to give a big long outro because I haven't really established that part of my life yet. But thank you very much for watching.
And Brandy, I almost called you Jasmine. I'm gonna fuck that up a lot.
That's okay. I have been Brandy Rose. Mostly I am a TTRPG streamer as well as a podcast producer and currently a writer. I am one of the contributing writers for City of Mists, aka Son of Oaks Game Studios' newest game, Queers. Please go back our Kickstarter, the link for which will be in my link tree shortly. It's not in there just yet, but it is all over my Twitter, which is at the Brandy Rose. And keep an eye out. The first week of October, all 3 of my shows for the podcast are back on air. So October 1st, we have the premiere of Eat Crit, a TTRPG podcast about inclusivity, diversity, and accessibility. On the 3rd, on the 4th, Cringe Warning comes back for its 2nd season, which is an anime pop culture podcast. And then on the 7th, Cam Girl Interrupted comes back for its 3rd season, where I will yell at you to make smart sexual health choices. So yeah, you can find me on all of those platforms, wherever you can listen to podcasts, and my link tree should be in the Twitch channel right now. So thanks.
And I'm Rue, and I have been playing Orpheus and also sort of facilitating. This is a GM-less system, so it's mostly just been me being like, I guess we can roll a die now. You can find me on Twitter as at IlanaKnight13, and I am a game developer, and you can find the games that I write on at ilanaknight.itch.io. I'm also a voice actor, and I do podcasting things, but you can find more about that in my Twitter and via my Twitter, my website. I don't want to list all the things that I voice in.
Also, you did write something that we played earlier.
Oh, I did. If you were here earlier in the day to watch the first game where Connie ran I Want Your Bite, that is my game that I wrote, which is The Bachelor, but if The Bachelor were a vampire. So you can pick that up on my itch. It's on sale for only $7 until the end of the weekend, after which it will be $10. So, but there are community copies available also. And I want to give a huge thank you to Miriam for doing our tech today, because I couldn't do it. Certainly not. And for Utopia for hosting this whole event, and also to Be Betty Cosplay on Twitter, who is the founder of the BIPOC Vamp Day tag. And if you go to their Twitter, he has a bunch of information on other ways to celebrate BIPOC Vamp Day. So if you're interested in submitting or participating, going to Betty's Twitter is the way to do that. But yeah, so thank you so much for joining us tonight and for breaking our first goal. And we hope to see you in the other games that we're playing this weekend.
And Yeah, just stick around a couple of moments. We're gonna go to our end screen, and we're gonna go raid Mermaid Royal with their Death to Divinity. So please go show them some love. All right, we'll see y'all
Thank you for
tomorrow.
remembering. I forgot that.
No worries.
Teamwork.